Hey, welcome in, Abby Jones. Welcome to the Great American Experience. This is Wizard of Oz, and this is not my show. Grab a link, come on up. This is all you. Our participants make our show. Yep. We're going to check things out until we get some peeps on board.
Two sides to every story. That's what we hear. Life's not that simple, and things aren't that clear. Oh, I beg to differ.
Hey, conservative patriot.
Yes,
What's up, Zoom? Thanks for coming in.
There is right and wrong. Freedom ain't free. Men that serve this country should never live on the street. They should never go hungry without food to eat. They should be first in line to get the help that they need. 'Cause they're the real heroes, and freedom ain't free.
Hey, battery, tow truck. Hey, guys.
Without the price,
I figured I'd just step up a little bit and say, hey, didn't know if things were still kicking.
it's the sweat on their brow. It's the blood that they bleed. Don't take it for granted, 'cause freedom ain't free.
Good to see you guys here too, man. I saw Aaron go down. I was lurking over at Aaron's, and figured I saw him go down. I figured Canoes was going to start one up, but I guess not.
It all comes down to
But we're going to be pulling an all-nighter probably tomorrow night.
I'll take a stand.
Oh, yeah.
You won't change my country.
And freedom ain't free.
Where would we be without the price they've paid? You slip family safe.
Oh, it's all right, Canoes. It's all right, brother. Things are fine. I just wanted to
It's the blood
come up and
that
see who was up to going. You know,
don't take it for granted.
it's been a long, cold day.
Freedom ain't free. You can die on your
You know
feet.
it, man. I gotta get wrapped up. I'm thinking I gotta stay up for a little while. If I'm gonna be pulling on 1, 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow night.
But you can't have
No.
both. Freedom ain't free.
I just feel
Don't take it for granted.
ah, a little slow in the drawers today because rain and snow and cold
Freedom ain't free.
kind of got me stuck in the room. So I've been kind of hurting. The fire in the bowl. Can you come up and do a goat call for us there, Canoes? Mr. Goat Master, please. All right.
Why do we sit down when all should be standing?
I'm
Why
sure.
do we back down at the critical moment, like running away from
Well,
the
doggone
waves of the ocean? We head for the hills with the high tide
it. Yeah.
approaching. As sand slips away from the castle,
Hey, brother.
it's time to
Fire in the bowl.
like sing out.
There you go. Rock on.
We hold tight to our fears and defend our oppressors. We fight for the
Oh, man.
lies and become
Hey there, better.
transgressors. Life is transformed.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I didn't mean to drag you in there, Canoes. It was nice having fire in the bowl for us and kicking goats and all that.
Oh, I bought a new beer.
Yeah.
I had one drink tonight and it kicked my ass.
No shit. It was a big drink, huh?
Yeah, just a tall boy.
Oh.
And ate a gyro, so my belly is full and my bed's calling.
I know. I know. I know. It's been a long, cold, hard walkthrough kind of day.
You know, it's rainy, miserable all fucking day here.
It's finally cold.
Yeah. Tomorrow ain't gonna be no better. Yeah, they got the weather on locking us down now.
You say they got the weather in lockdown too?
Yeah, they got weather in lockdown mode around here. About 35 degrees and rain.
COVID.
Yeah.
Not the weather in lockdown.
Well, you put it around 35 degrees and it's raining.
No, you can't. I need a bottle of beer.
You can't do shit outside except run to the car. That's what you're gonna do. These kind of days kind of piss me off because I can't.
I just had to try this.
What is it?
It's a Schofferhofer Hefeweizen with pomegranate.
A heavy Weizen with pomegranate. So it's got the yeast in the bottom.
Oh yeah, shoot! I forgot to mix that. Yeah, it's in the bottom. Shoot. Oh shoot.
Yeah, you
What's up,
did.
Zach? What's up, Wild Bill? What's up, Skull? What's up, Tow Truck?
Including your brain. What's up, Skull Tracer? Wow, Bill.
We got
What's
to
up,
mix
man?
that.
But yeah, there's
It's good. Dang, that's tasty.
What's the percentage on it?
Oh, it's probably like 5.
Uh,
With a 5 part glasses.
welcome in, Dooley Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Put on your eyeballs.
$3.2. .2%. So it's like
It's
one
a
of
very
Tanya's beer.
yeah. It's. I was gonna say that's very, very left central of you. Yes. The politically correct beer.
Now, is that like a wheat beer?
Yeah, it's a heavy Weizen.
Okay. Yeah, I've only had wheat beer once. It was a Belgian. I thought it was gross as fuck.
This tastes Belgian. Tastes
Hey
like
there,
blackberry and raspberry. It's
Bruce
actually
Wayne. Good to see you, buddy.
no, it's pomegranate.
Yeah, apparently there's shit happening in Minnesota again.
Oh, really?
Another legitimate shooting, but they're gonna riot anyway.
Yep. Traffic stop, and the driver pulled a gun on the cop. So, cop did what he had to do,
Like
and
the after Christmas looting sale.
now I caught a live stream about 15 minutes ago that supposedly was showing the riot, but they were out on the street with the camera and there was absolutely nothing going on. The street was completely dead. So I don't know if it's going on now or if they were just on the wrong street or what.
It's the wrong day.
I was cramming, studying, um, managing bees. I was
Managing
watching.
food.
Yeah, I was watching videos about people how to deal with bees and
Gotcha.
the hives and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Not buying this
And
again. This one is only 1.9%. That is too low. It's no wonder that didn't feel right.
I might have
Shot
to.
of whiskey in there. Some
I might have to look up and figure out how to build some swarm traps.
You got one side of your house that's got good sun.
We got, dude. We got. Um, I don't know why.
Because I can build a box, put it in the window, and have free heat.
I need to build a beehive trap.
The only thing I need to buy is wood to frame it, some plexiglass, some downspouts, maybe one downspout, and cut it to whatever size the
I'm talking
box
about
is.
those cancellaires. You're gonna build a cancelaire?
Huh?
You're gonna build a cancelaire? Are you doing a can thing?
I've never heard it called that, but
Yeah, you can do it out
then
of aluminum
you
cans
buy a computer fan,
or beer cans.
5 watt or 5 volt computer fan, and a solar panel.
Yeah. Right.
It'll only run during the day.
But that's the only time you want to run it because it's running on the sun.
Yeah,
I get it.
I saw a guy he made one It was about a 6-footer, and he put it on his shop, and he kept his shop warm.
Yeah.
Like
When the
200 square
sun's
feet.
out.
I've heard of
200
people doing a
square feet.
similar setup like that to do a solar hot water heating system for their entire house.
There's
To,
videos on that too.
yeah.
Guy had a
That's
big water tank underneath his house in the
that's a
basement.
matter of running pipes.
Yep.
That's a matter of
He
running
had
pipes.
the coils outside so it would circulate, and he had unlimited supply of hot water once the sun finally heated it up.
Yeah. That's part of the equation there. Right? The sun's got to be out. Rainy days, cloudy days, snowy days. It don't
Yeah,
work.
those days you just don't get a shower. You get out the heat, man. Shine it on the portable shower. Well,
Oh
I don't know
shit!
what I got these.
What's up? I ain't going back to jail, motherfucker.
Hey, Wizard, I got these AA batteries. They're 3.7 volt.
Am I the one echoing here?
Somebody's
Check
I'm not-
stuff. No, it sounds good.
I'm not hearing anything either.
I heard an echo when I was talking.
It's
Now it's gone.
All
this
right,
is
maybe it needs
buffering.
to catch up.
He's just buffering. Ugh.
I mean, I'm watching Dallas in here, and
Oh,
Oh, dropped out. Hit the red button.
did
pull
you?
a gun on the cop and not die in the process.
Right.
Maybe I don't think like the rest of them. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe I just don't get it.
What's going on?
Well, I mean, dude pulls a gun on the cop, says, "I ain't going back to jail." Well,
Right.
what do you expect to happen after that?
Right.
What? I mean,
He's gonna get shot. Yeah.
what happens after that?
Yeah, but his new jail
He gets shot.
is forever in hell.
Yeah, you get shot generally.
He gets shot. That's called suicide by cop. That's what that's called.
Still suicide. That's eternity in hell.
Asking to die.
There's no reason, logic, or fucking understanding it. Okay, they are fucking sick in the head. These people they just looking for a reason to do some damage.
Okay.
He's-
If
That's
it's a mechanic, then that's fine. You pull gun, I kill you. It's real simple.
Yeah,
Playing with here, then that's fine. I'm good with that. I don't need to understand it. I really don't.
right. But these people have no logic. They have no fucking sense of reason or anything. They're just doing what they're told to do and what they're paid to do. There's no more than that. They are mercenaries. These people are psychotic for the money.
Well, okay.
I'm serious, man. That's what it always boils down to. These motherfuckers is getting paid. Somebody's getting paid.
Well, it ain't dude. I can assure you of that. And dude's girlfriend probably ain't getting paid either. She's probably
Right.
in hospital or jail at this point in the program. So,
Right.
but I heard you say where there appears to be no rioting going on. So that's pretty cool. Maybe they're rioted out. Maybe it's like Battery said. It's the spring. It's the spring rioting season.
I mean, I can't imagine not having this thought, but once they find out the dude pulled a gun on a cop, pointed it at him, and he got shot, well, he kind of asked for it. Even a stupid person figured that shit out.
Well, there's a mindset that's not that doesn't say that.
There was another shooting earlier this year where the same thing happened. The cops shot someone that was actively shooting at the cops, and they killed him. And I think it was in Pennsylvania. And yeah, they rioted. They didn't care.
Yeah, the cop is viewed as the bad guy, the aggressor at that point. For some reason, I don't know.
It's kind of like being white, I guess.
Yeah, you just can't win.
Yeah.
Anything that the police do is the wrong thing at this point. So it's none of it's going to pass muster as far as social justice is concerned. The only thing they want from the police is to defund them. Is for the police to go away. And the only reason they want the police to go away is because they can't play by the rules. They don't know how. They're ill-equipped. They fail miserably when they try to play by the rules.
Bruce Wayne, this has nothing to do with an organic situation that's been manipulated by propaganda.
Obey the law and respect police. Do that and probably won't get shot by police. 75% of police raised in home with no father. Okay. You have wonderful facts there, but they don't really mean much.
And they don't apply because the people that are doing this are most likely professors and law students and university attenders that are on this call list to go out and protest for Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
They're paid to do this. They've been promised their education bill will be, erased. They're being paid to do this. They're being leveraged to do this.
And Dallas, you're absolutely right. The police were 100% in the right on this one. So.
Yeah, the police are right. They usually are in the right.
Yeah, I'm not going to agree with that analysis.
No, I don't necessarily agree with that. It's situational. Individuals, situational.
We have a law enforcement problem in this country.
The only one this past year that I had a problem with was George Floyd.
Most of it.
He was on fentanyl.
Most of it is still derived from the same situation. These leftist bastards, and now they've they've taken the position of sheriff, removed it, and put in commissioners that answer to a city board. All of them are above the law at that point. Right.
That's the guy from Goonies.
This is all it's all insanity, dude. It's all part of the corruption and evil kind of shit that we just find that just makes you sick to your stomach,
Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and say, hey, how's everybody doing? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, motherfuckers. I thought we were going to do a Kung Fu, what is it? Scientific Theater 3000 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think Pat started drinking a little too early tonight.
That's cool.
He got trashed. I called him. I was like, dude, go ahead and do your thing. Let's get this done. He goes, what?
Yeah, it's all right. Whatever. That's cool.
Oh, dude. I'm like, I'm three sheets through. I'm fucked up.
Okay.
I'm 3 sheets without two that. Oh, you know the thing.
Well, Canoes had to walk home in the rain, so if I was Canoes, I'd be like, well, fuck you guys. I really don't need that shit this evening.
Nah.
He had a gyro and a T or something like that, and I'd be like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. I get it.
I had to pay my farm insurance today, so
that's always painful.
God bless you. Did you get that situation squared away with the other shit though?
No, I'm going up to City Hall either. Well, if I can't get up there later today, it'll have to be someday next week because I know they won't be open on Friday.
Probably not Monday either.
Yeah, so it might be next week.
Yeah, I noticed that fucking city halls have been shutting down on Mondays after holidays.
Yeah, pretty much nothing's open
Yeah.
now on a regular basis. Nobody's working on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Nobody answers the phone on a regular basis, especially over the holidays. So I just try not to, unless it's an emergency.
Government and
Right.
holidays. I thought they were separate.
Not so much.
Yeah, they're separate as long as unless they can get a day off.
Well, the government doesn't need a holiday to not work.
That's true.
It doesn't work when
Okay. I've worked in the Washington, D.C., greater Washington, D.C. metro area for the federal government now for the last 15 years. And no, the government does not need an excuse not to work. The government, by its nature, the civil fucking people that work there don't work.
That
even
reminds
show
me
up.
of a All right,
If they could get away with not showing up, they would. But sadly, some of them are required to show up.
But they still don't do shit. They can't.
No, you're right. They don't.
guys, that reminds me of a funny story. This farmer, he's looking out at the road and he sees this highway truck pull up to his property. And driver gets out, grabs a shovel, digs a hole. Then he gets back in the truck. They sit there for a little bit.
Hold on.
Second guy gets out, goes out
Colonel
there,
Shaw.
grabs the shovel, and fills in the hole.
Colonel Shaw's in the house.
Colonel Shaw.
Colonel's on deck.
Colonel Shaw.
Attention. And then they drive down the road about 20 yards and do the same thing. Farmer got curious, so he went out there and said, "Hey, what you guys doing?" "Oh, we're on the Highway Beautification Committee, and the guy that plants the trees is homesick."
Ah,
The one that digs the hole is there. The one that fills in the hole is there. But the one that plants the trees is sick.
welcome in, Josh.
Tow truck. I finally got a package out to you, sir. I hope you enjoy it.
I actually knew a guy who worked for government. He had a federal office in the downtown area. And I asked him, I mean, we got to talking and he was telling me about it. He says, "I still don't know what I do." I said, "How long you worked there?" He says, "I've been working there for a year and a half now." And he says, I says, "Well, when you go in, do you clock in?" He says, "Yeah, I clock in. I go sit in the cubicle and I got my laptop there and
They surf the web and
Yeah, he says, "I keep waiting for orders. Every once in a while they'll send around a questionnaire and he answers it." He still hasn't had an induction where they told him what he's supposed to do.
dude, that's typical. You have no idea how typical that is.
He even got a raise.
Yeah.
He doesn't know who his boss is.
During the 2016 election, they were having the, I guess, no, wait, it wasn't 2016. I think it was Bush. When they had the convention, Republican convention in New York. Remember which one that was? Well, anyway, there were a lot of protesters out there, and some of them went over to the Fox News building and were protesting outside there. And so they, "Hey, let's go down there and find out what they're protesting." And they go down there and ask the first one, "Hey, what are you protesting?" "I don't know. They haven't told us yet."
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that's going on. You know, that's the kind of shit that's going on now. It was still going on. That was back in Ferguson times. I remember something like that. Yeah, they didn't even know why they were there. They were just they were
They were
protesting.
just told to show up. We'll tell you what to do when you get there.
Right. If you remember, that was the flash crowd thing that they were experimenting with. Remember
That
that?
happened here in Portland. We had a Tea Party rally, and so Portland State, which was right down the street, decided to let everybody out to go to the protest. They said, when you get there, there's going to be somebody passing out signs because they didn't know what they were supposed to do. And they had a set of instructions.
Well, that's fairly typical left. I mean, they do need a set of instructions. It's not like you've got a lot of rocket science over there.
You know how they instruct their people, right? You know how they instruct their protesters on what to do?
No,
They
no, I
sit
don't.
down in this circle kind of thing, or with a person standing talking, and they all sit down in front of them like a bunch of fucking kindergartners. And then they
Okay.
repeat word for word what the person talking to them says.
Yeah.
And they do this like a mantra.
Yeah.
Well, if
I
they
mean,
had a
I mean,
brain,
listen. It's not like you're expect. It's not like you're highly paid, highly intellectual, left wing, college graduate is the guy out there slinging fucking Molotov cocktails
we had.
and
Go ahead.
I'm done. No,
Oh,
that's all I got.
no, we had one here that said, "I'm a professor."
There's
Well,
a lot of them
professor,
that
you
are
realize this was just
professors.
a
90% of these
event.
bastards are they're university professors, understudies, or students.
It,
90% of these bastards that are doing this shit, they're recruited out of there. They're being told if they show up because they're political majors or some crazy stupid shit. Okay, do they show up to these fucking rallies and stuff? They get class credit and they get their classes paid for.
Yeah, that
They're
doesn't make them any smarter.
no,
They're still idiots.
they
yeah,
ain't been
look at
taught
AOC.
shit.
It's not like any of them have ever held jobs, paid
No,
taxes, had a mortgage.
probably never had a dog.
Yeah.
They live in boxes, look at books.
It's a good beer.
That's it. They live in
Oh, yeah.
boxes and look at books and talk to their professors.
Gosh, that's good. Yeah, finish that beer. I'm good. Now I got to go clean out some tomato seeds.
I just thank the Lord I'm not one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
I'd rather have a brain than a free ride.
I mean,
I'm just not sure I could muster up the level of stupidity that's required.
yeah, the sheer ignorance, just ignoring reality.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure I'm capable of that.
No, if the hammer's headed for your hand, you're gonna move your hand. You don't sit and wait around and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Well, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, but that's not standard operating procedure on the left side.
Right.
It's just not. And so that's the part that I'm not sure that I could understand. I can't get my brain there.
You haven't been properly indoctrinated.
That's possible. That's possible. Or I don't have a fucking IQ of less than 6.
Right.
That's possible too.
You are incompatible.
I'm good with that.
Right. Hey, Skull Razor. What's up? Oh man, I tell you what, it blows me away. I am so glad this year is over. It
Is
is,
Miriam in the house? I bet she's in there lurking somewhere.
she is.
Well, she was over at the tires, and then the tires left, and she was going to see Don Bear over at D Live or on Twitch, and then I lost her.
Oh
I don't
shit.
know if she's in here.
Oh man, she's probably looking by now.
Just thought I'd ask. She's not here, I guess. Okay.
They got programmed the same process. What? They got programmed can the same process that when you do that be used to set them right. Maybe. Yeah, Colonel, I'm here. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
We hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm here. Oh, tow truck's not here.
No, I think he meant Miriam's not here.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, when I was at Aaron's, I was trying to send everybody over to Bears because I didn't think we were going to do a game stream tonight. So she might be over at Bears.
Yeah. Now that's. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know what they're going to end up doing to these people because these people are going to end up being just. It is going to be a problem. They are going to have to be re-educated. Maybe they put them through citizenship classes. That's what I say. Yeah. So, you know what though? It is time for pie. Man, I'll be right back. So,
I got poppy seed roll, but I'm not hungry anymore. That gyro filled me up.
I've been smoking this Thai all night.
Ooh.
It's crushing me.
I'm smoking the sour lemon papaya.
yeah. Sour lemon papaya.
Yeah.
Smoking it?
Yeah, it's a cross of sour diesel and lemon haze.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm smoking whatever I got left.
Well, as soon as the U.S. Postal Service
I know.
removes its head from its rectal cavity,
Right. Right.
this Thai that you're getting is not as bad as I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
It's actually pretty damn good. It's more night weed than anything else, but it ain't bad.
Rock on. That's pretty cool.
Well, it ain't bad, and I got a shit ton of it.
Yeah.
Kind of makes it a win.
Badass. You can get some variants from plant to plant and bud to bud too.
Yes. Oh, yes. Social credit points. Oh my God, I will be in the fucking red in that one.
What was this?
Social credit. So apparently the colonel says that Uncle Biden, Sleepy Joe, wants social credit points. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, I don't get I don't get along with people to begin with. So what makes you think that I'm going to be in the fucking plus column on that in that ledger?
Yeah, I
Because
want
I'm not.
anti-social points.
Exactly. I'm going to be in the fucking red on that one from jump.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to say something stupid, and I'm going to punch them in the throat, and there I am, 100 points in the fucking red.
Governor
Exactly.
Patriots in the house. What's up, brother?
Carpenter. Oh my God. Rock on. Now here's a man with a thought. Come up and tell us what you're thinking there, Carpenter. Grab that link. Come on up, brother.
Million liberals with a buck. That's a good idea.
Fire.
Is that a goat?
That was a goat.
Yes, indeed.
Sounding kind of weak these days. What's up? You need batteries for that goat?
Yeah, but I'm not using my earbuds with the mic tonight. I'm just on the laptop straight out.
What was that?
All right. Well, next time, I mean, you know,
Well, that's all brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
.com. Yeah, I don't think anybody's got a kind of anybody's getting their groove on this evening. Everybody's kind of resting up for tomorrow night, so to speak.
Yeah.
Just another night.
Here comes the wild man.
No, I ain't got a short time here.
There. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it's already tomorrow
No,
over there, so
I'm telling you guys,
it's
no,
almost
I'm
the new
down.
year
Hold on.
in the Colonel's.
I'm
in
looking at
Colonel's
my fucking little
country.
meter up here. I'm at
I'm gonna refresh. I'll be right back,
23%.
boys and girls.
All right, bro.
All right, 23%. And it's fucking fading quickly. It don't matter. I can't have my way with it.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Right. Well,
You
yeah.
know.
Right. Well, shit,
Need a
man.
new
Right.
cable, dude.
No, I can't have my way with it. But, you know, I got to play the game here. And that's what we're all trying to do, is play the game as best we can with what we have. I mean,
game?
we all have different bartering things. I ain't even going on a fucking... It's bartering. It's what you got to barter.
Lighten your hearts, my brothers. God is in control.
Oh, I know. No, it's what I got to trade someone for something else. That's what's value. And everyone's like, oh, investment. Well, investment is value. Value. I value this property. Therefore, I traded gold for this property. The properties worth the same amount either way.
And the value of property goes up faster than gold.
No.
Absolutely, Carpenter.
All right. So if I took gold and I traded it for a vehicle, which depreciates over time, I'm fucked.
It's not an investment. It's a tool.
Investment.
Gold is and land is the same thing to me. You know,
Value.
gold, land, they're interchangeable. No, but you know, you go cash or you know with a vehicle or something like that. I just ain't happening.
Sometimes you need tools. If you're retired, sometimes you need tools like vehicles to execute on larger projects, to get return on investment, to do other things. Does that make sense?
It does, but
It's like investing in a toolbox.
Dream well, tow truck.
You can use that to further your investments, further build your wealth, build your and that's the way I look at it anyway.
Right.
yep. It took a lot to get rid of the vehicle, dude.
I believe
And with insurance and tires, oil changes and inspections and registrations and all that shit, I found that I don't know, I can go get fucking ground beef down at my store if I take 15 minutes to walk to the store.
Well, that's too much time.
Okay.
So I think walking the store is better than owning a vehicle because
You're that
I like
close,
what
yeah.
Carpenter said.
I just eliminated 5 fucking bills
Right. Right.
getting rid of that goddamn vehicle. And I know I want a vehicle. Don't get me wrong here, people. I would love a truck.
I still have an
Don't get me wrong.
nagging
But-
state of
but
optimism.
I'm saving hundreds of dollars a month. I'm just saying. Hundreds of dollars a month in insurance and payments and upkeep and all kinds. Hundreds of dollars. And I can walk to the store and thank God they open the laundromat. And Terry can go fucking get himself some clean motherfucking clothes. But I was surprised at that.
Just get your washboard. Do it in.
Huh. Dude, if it's 14 degrees, the washboard don't work. Now, 14 degrees, you're
Yeah.
you're a stick in the mud.
Put a fire under the tub.
And it, I was telling you, dude.
dude.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm glad they open up. It's gonna help me out.
Dude,
I'm happy about it. It just
have a little bit more complex transportation needs than just going to the laundromat to the store.
Emerald. Between you and your brother, both of you should have a vehicle. You know,
Yeah. I got a few vehicles.
right? I'd split a vehicle with somebody, but I don't want all that fucking money. It's crazy. Vehicles are like a fucking. Oh God, they suck the fucking money, dude. How much money have you spent on your vehicle? Crazy.
Right, you can't go without a truck. That's not gonna happen. You gotta have
Oh no, I can't do it though, dude. I'm that close to town.
and I would say what I'm
Build
doing,
you
you
an
gotta have,
electric bike.
you gotta have a 12-foot trailer too. Preferably
Hey.
16 foot so you can run a car. All right?
Dude,
I could build you an electric bike.
Emerald, Warehouse 12 just got a new 2019 Ford F-150. And he's going to be parading that motherfucker around. Jesus.
Yeah, mine's 2006.
Brand new truck. And
2014 is
Well,
not
mine-
brand new.
Mine's
Warehouse 12, he earned his truck.
Right
He
now, I
should
don't.
go nice truck.
Yeah. Well, right now I don't have a running truck. I've got a Equinox and a 12-foot trailer.
Equinox.
That's a SUV kind of shorter version of a
General Motors.
Suburban. It's a shorter version of a Suburban. Yeah.
Right on, man. I'm out. I gotta go.
All right, man.
Hey, cheers, everybody.
Seeing you.
Cheers.
God bless you, Aaron. Dream well, buddy.
Nice seeing you, Aaron.
Right.
Something
But
to be
yeah.
said for a simple life.
Yeah, I mean, there is that, but I mean, I guess if you're bunkering in, I guess that's the thing.
You see what I got?
But I need to be able to move back and forth and get shit done. I have to be able to transport.
That's an 18650. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a double A.
14500. Because it's 3.7 volts.
Right.
I was able to charge to 4. So I figured I'd try it. They were free.
You know what?
They're
You can take those, and anything that takes 2 double A's, you can take
3
that, put
actually.
that in it. You
It
can put.
replaces 3 at full charge.
Oh, really? Just one?
And,
Well, then you run bridge over the other ones.
3 double A's is 4.5 volts. This is 4.2.
Okay.
2 normal double A's is 3 volts. This could still work as long as that whatever that device is can go up to 4 volts.
Right. And usually they can, and usually it just makes it last a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But when
this
you
is
try
ra-
to when you
This
try
is
to
rated
use
at 1200 milliamps.
when you
I
try to
got
use it in place of 3 double A's, though, it's going to drain pretty quickly.
4 to 500 milliamps out of a 1200 milliamp rating. But I expected that.
What are you doing with them?
Well, I'm going to use them in place of double A's.
Oh, okay, cool.
Some devices in place of 2 double A's, and others.
How much would it cost for a mail order bride? Hold on a second, Don T. Rump, you might know this.
Yes, Don. He knows about mail order bread.
Bless us with your wisdom, with your
What's up?
with your brilliance.
What do we
How
need?
much does it cost for a how much does it cost for a mail order bride?
It depends. Out of South America, Central and South America, they're cheap. If you're talking about something Caucasian, out of Russian, Lithuanian, Yugoslavian, something like that, Eastern European, they're more expensive. 10,000, 15,000 is where you start. Then you talk about transportation and papers and stuff like that. Then there's a whole bunch of legal.
Whole bunch of illegal?
Well, a whole bunch of legal.
Oh, well, yeah,
Bunch
legal.
of paperwork, bunch of fucking, visa, this, and, you sign where you're going to basically support her, take care of her, and she's going to need some walking around money, and then there's family shit that you got to deal with for her. So, yeah, you start around $15,000 and work it up.
Oh, and you're gonna have to travel there.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
There for a while.
So I mean, if you're looking, you should walk into this thinking in the $40,000 area with expenses and everything else. There's nothing cheap about this.
It give me chills up my spine.
My question is,
front. I never paid that much for.
it's cheaper to rent. If I were offering advice today, I would say rent.
Rent a girlfriend.
You can buy the girlfriend experience. Not that I know anything about that stuff. I'll shut up.
No. I just know what they say online.
Just order your mail order bride from Wish. see her in
Now,
five
if you
years.
want to fly over to say, if you want to fly to Asia, if you want to get something out of Asia, lot less expensive there. You know, you can get
Love the Asians.
you can get soy cowboy rejects out of Bangkok for pennies on the dollar. Little dowry, little bit. The legal is a lot easier too because it's not Eastern European, it's more Asian.
The Asians up in the north, they're pretty hot. Yeah,
And they
A lot
don't
of them models.
they don't fall off a cliff when they at age they do
No.
kind of fall off. They
Those-
look
those
young up
Russian-
until about 55 and then it's like over.
I'm talking
Bill
about
wants
those
to know
Russian
about
girls.
Mongolia.
I don't know nothing about no Mongolian, but that would be hard.
No,
Would it be?
I'm
Russian
guessing
girls
that's
are
some
pretty
cold pussy, but that's a guess.
hot. I kind of like those white Asian girls. You know, the Russians.
Yeah, like I said, the used to be Korea was a place. Now like Vietnam, Thailand, nice places, nice girls.
Carpenter's like, I worked out a deal with a beautiful lady of the evening. It fell through. Turned out she didn't have any money.
Well, my first recommendation on that would be don't. But then the second word of advice out of my mouth would be, well, just make sure you're getting a female.
Right. Right.
Just to start, make sure you're getting a female.
Yeah, you might have to kill some.
Well, dude, people are weird. Carpenter, I get that, but I got you beat, buddy. I'm easy and cheap. I can be had for a song. Buy me a fucking ice cream cone.
Carpenter says I'm easy but not cheap. Yeah. I'm not easy. But I am cheap. If it's got pie, I'm good.
Ooh, I have pie,
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, shit.
and I just
Got
bought some
pie.
whipped cream.
In the morning, maybe some biscuits and gravy. You know, I'm good to go.
Wizard,
Huh?
I still have pie, and I just bought some whipped cream.
Okay, sounds like a party. What kind of pie?
Pecan.
Pecan pie. There you go. You got the caramel ice cream. You got the caramel ice cream sauce.
No,
No, you're doing it wrong then. Because if you're gonna use Cool Whip, you put the Cool Whip on, then you drizzle the caramel ice cream topping on top of that,
no, I don't mess with Cool Whip. Too much
or
oil.
whatever. Well, whatever you use for Cool Whip topping. I thought you said you just got some Cool Whip topping
No, whipped cream.
or whipped cream. Okay.
It's got cream in it, not oil.
Well, okay, whipped cream then. You take and put the caramel sauce on top of the whipped
That's
cream.
not a bad idea.
That is a great idea.
Now find me some sugar-free caramel.
Does that exist? I
think
don't
it does.
know.
I
How does that
had some-
exist? How does that exist? Artificial
I had
flavoring?
I had some sugar-free caramel from Chile.
How does that exist? You know what caramel is?
Yeah,
It's caramelized sugar. That's what caramel
No,
is. Yeah,
they make it.
yeah,
They make it from condensed milk.
yeah. That, yeah. And the natural sugars caramelize, and you end up with caramel.
I made hard caramel candy from a creamer pack in the army. I took the packet, lighter, and burned one side till it turned black. Flip it over, burn the other side, tear it open, and it's hard caramel candy.
Now that's the non-dairy creamer.
Yeah, actually it is. It worked
It's
though,
also an explosive.
huh?
It's also explosive.
Yeah, I know. We did that
We
too. Rip
took
open a
some
packet,
fire one time and
pour
poof,
it
like
over
a
pour it
magician's
over a
thing, man.
fire.
Yeah, it was like a magician's thing. So we turned it into a fireworks, and we did it in 5-gallon buckets,
Oh
and
my
we put
gosh.
a pound of charge underneath a plate at the bottom of the bucket, and then we covered it with about 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds of that non-dairy creamer. And I'm telling you what, it makes a fireball 40 feet tall, dude, out of a 5-gallon bucket. It's badass. We had a lot of fun with that shit. In fact, I already got a call from my buddy Bob. He's he already recruited me for his shoot he's putting on this year. So he's Mo. That's the guy we used to do fireworks together back in the day. He's doing a show. He wanted me to come help him do it. I was like, "You got it." So we'll see. It's gonna be a badass show. I know it is. But yeah, we'll be building racks and shot tube sets and stuff like that for it. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So, where'd Don go?
What's a dongo?
Where did Don go? Canoes fell asleep already, I think.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, you're there? Oh,
I'm here.
yeah.
I'm
I was
chopping.
like, I was like, dude's hanging in there, man.
Nice, Bruce.
So you can smoke weed legally on Friday. What about the rest of the days?
Only
Just
Friday.
Fridays? Only
Only
on
Friday at
Fridays,
4:20.
and only as long as they don't know where you bought it.
Only on Friday at 4:20.
That's crazy. Lisa, just marry your hand. What's up with that? That's mean. Right,
Very
you best convince me
Rosie
anyway.
Palmer. She's talking about Rosie Palmer.
Now Bruce Wayne's talking about got seeds.
I got tomato seeds. Only by heirloom.
Yeah, start there, Bruce. Exactly. Bruce is, oh man.
No, you got a strat there.
So how many plants can you grow, Bruce? Well,
What you call fire in the bowl? You're lighting something.
Yeah, fire in the bowl. I'm still
There's the goat. Costco punch.
Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms. .com.
Are you getting paid for the advertisement?
We all benefit. We all benefit.
They should give you free seed.
He helps us pay the bills. You bet.
You should at least be getting some free seed.
Sure. Absolutely.
All the advertisement.
He takes care of us. He helps us out. Dude, guys, we're going to be selling pipes on Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com. That's coming up. And Randy's over here trying to figure out how to craft up some sassafras one hitters, dugouts. And yeah. So
On a credit card?
we'll have different ones too. He wants to start making some longer ones.
On a credit
More
card.
like chillums. Yeah, he's gonna be making chillums and stuff like that. Those will be selling up on Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com. So yeah, keep an eye out on things. This might be changing up there soon. And you're in Montana. Of course, it means indoor growing only. I don't think it fucking gets warm enough there to actually grow a plant outdoors.
Gets warm in the summer, but it's a very short summer.
Yeah, it's a very short summer. Yeah. He's up in the mountains too, up in Helena. Yeah. Now, if he's down on the plain, he might.
High winds.
Yeah, that won't work either. Yeah. Hey, Carpenter. You got it out?
Every time you do that, stop scrolling.
Come on. Hey. Grab a link. Anybody, Carpenter? Wild Bill? Lisa?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Come
go
on.
soon. Somebody else
Come on
can
up and talk.
got me a bunch of these.
You know, I've been looking at that. We're actually Adobe construction. I've looked into that. I'm not adverse to that. In fact, I'm going to be using some of that to eventually make a kiln, so I can fire clay objects and stuff like that. One goat. What is this?
Full screen. Okay, and zoom. Start.
Theater mode. Yeah. Is it not playing?
I like this.
64 angry goats screaming together. Oh my god. What the It won't play? It's not playing, Canoes. I can't hear anything.
It's not playing.
I think it messed him up.
Probably locked his phone or computer up. How can we help? Give me $10,000.
I could use. That's how we figured. Yeah. Well, congratulations, Bruce. Welcome to more freedom. Oh man. Thank you. Dream well, man. I'll see you in the morning. All right. Figure out what we can try and get done. Right. All right, man. Oh, let Ranger in, would you? Hold on a second. I'll be right there.
You make all kinds of walls with these long tubes they fill with sand. You can make some really solid walls, shape them. You can put windows in, all kinds of stuff. And then you just plaster both sides of it.
Right.
The family on YouTube that every time they need to add a room, they just build a new one.
Right. Awesome.
And each one of their kids has their own little adobe house
Thanks.
made with sandbags.
Well, I've seen sandbag construction sets too. Um, Seen that, and we do have clay and stuff like that here. So I can get the materials right here from the land. We got mineralized clay and iron encrusted clay, um, iron infused, orange as hell, and it's gooey clay. Don't even have to do much to it.
Red clay, huh?
Yep.
We got the brown stuff here.
But I want to build a kiln so I can make stuff like that.
Stuff's hard to dig in.
Well, you know, get it wet a little bit here and there, and it's
Yeah,
slippery as
turn
shit.
into mud.
Right.
Just use a hoe to move it, like scrape it.
I can pull it up by the backhoe shovel full.
There you go.
Yep.
You got heavy
You know.
machinery. Have some fun with it.
Right. So I'm thinking, um, I can mess with ceramics too. Use it to build a kiln.
How do you
And
make
earth.
ceramic?
Huh?
How do you make ceramic? What's in it?
Clay. And
Is that
other
all?
thing. Well, it's a mixtures of clay and other composites.
Got some silica in it.
Silica works well. All the way up to glass. You can melt glass
Ooh.
into it.
I saw a video where NASA was making a super strong material. They
Right.
sound ceramic with steel and explosives. And when they set the explosive off, it embedded the ceramic in the steel. And it was
Oh wow.
it was stronger than steel. I think they were going to use it for space shuttle. This is when they were developing the space shuttle.
Right. That's interesting. But yeah, oops, batteries, bitches. It's been raining all day. We didn't get hardly any sun whatsoever.
Same here. But they said we could get snow down to 1,000 feet tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
We're at about 80, so we won't see any.
Well, we're supposed to get. It's only supposed to be mostly cloudy, so we'll get some energy on the panels tomorrow. So
Watching Hobo Tech, and he was setting up solar panels to show how his new solar generator works. And he was getting, I think, 350 watts out of his panels, and it was cloudy.
yeah,
Not
yeah. I still get a good amount of energy. I've been running all day. You know what I'm saying? I still
Yeah.
get a good amount of energy out of the panels, even as long as it's light out. Now, when it's hard, dark cover, storm clouds, and it's dark,
Yeah.
obviously that's not going to work.
Yeah,
But
I've
just
seen
cloudy,
people.
I still get energy. I still get energy off of it, even enough to keep the bridges running.
I've seen people get sunburns on a cloudy day.
Yeah, I've actually done that.
Well, missing a whole bunch of the chat.
So, America, love it or leave it.
Well, greetings, infidels, and Happy New Year in advance.
I am proud to be your infidel.
How do you all do? Battery,
You do well.
cannons, Wizard of Oz, sick
How are
Pat,
you?
who can't even come up and face me.
I need to get a cable. My
He
phone's
passed
about
out a few hours ago. I'm serious. He passed out like 2 hours ago, dude. He's already trashed.
I'm gonna kill you, sick Pat. I kill you.
How you doing? So, what's on your mind tonight? Today?
Nothing. I just came here just to say Happy New Year, everybody, in advance because tomorrow, my best friend Robert and his wife Susan are kidnapping me, and they're gonna take me to Midwest casinos
Oh shit!
for the New Year. That's their treat, and I'm like, all right,
now we're charging.
go and hit them jackpots.
Hey, speaking of casinos, did you hear last week in Vegas, someone hit huge on a slot machine. They won something like $31 million on a fucking slot machine.
I don't know. It's a lie. I'm 100% sure.
They said it was
There's
the
no
biggest
slot
in
machine.
18
Even the
years.
link ones, I believe. Robert was telling me something about that, and then Susan was saying no because she plays a lot, and she goes to Vegas and everywhere. His wife, and she was saying she thinks I heard about it.
No, it was in the mainstream news.
They start from the link ones nationwide, like she was saying about something like they have from the show, like what was called that wheel of something I forgot.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune show, yes. She was saying somebody hit it in one of those casinos in Mississippi for $2.7 million. I was like, really? It goes up there? She said, yeah, but they don't go up to more than 10 million, and it stops right there, the jackpot, because they are all linked all over the casinos all over the United States. And they start from quarter million up to
story
10
right
million.
now. It says the guy won 15.5 million on Christmas Eve.
Maybe it had, I don't know, probably there's like some kind of uh like I don't know, multiplier or something like that. Who knows? I know Avery or Bally had a machine one time, and there was a guy I saw him about 5 years ago, and they play like maximum is like $9. You play it, and it's a quick hit machine, and it's a dollar machine. It's $9 max, and he hit like free games, and then he selected it, gave him like multiplier by three. So the jackpot when he hit all nine quick hits, the jackpot was like 36,000. So times three was about 100 and something $1,000. Maybe that's what he got. That other guy, $30 million or something. Unless he's playing, I don't know. I don't know about slots that much. I'm a poker guy.
Nah,
I poke
I
her
don't
too.
gamble. I used to play poker years ago just for fun, but I have never had a desire to go to a casino.
I played it in casinos, like really a lot when I used to go like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and 3 years ago when I hit the jackpot for 9 grand on. They had those, what do you call them? Buffalo. What do you call that? And it has golden coins and shit like that. It was brand new machine. 2 years ago, I believe, was it, or 3 years ago, when it just came, it was called something gold, Buffalo Gold, I believe, or something. And I hit 5 coins, which coins give you like, it's like a coin with the Liberty or something, and it gives you free play. So I hit five of them in a row, and it gave me like 25 free play. It kept giving me coins, and it went up to like, holy crap, 53 free games, 60 games, something like that. And then one of them, it just dropped the Buffaloes with 27 times, three times, three times three, and I hit the 9 grand right over there. It was right before the last free game because it was not giving me anything really. All these free plays. And it rises up. You hit like Wonder Four, I believe it was called, because it says Wonder Four on it. And it went up, 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 and then one of them dropped in, and he gave me all buffaloes, but inside them, like second, third, and fourth reel, there was times three, times three, times three, and I hit 9 grand something. I was playing it, by the way, about, I believe it was $9 something a hit. So yeah, that was my only jackpot I ever hit big time. It was
Cool.
2 3 years ago. Tomorrow we going.
See, I have better luck as far as gambling goes. I have better luck finding losing tickets, lottery tickets that people throw out by accident than I do buying them myself.
How do you do that?
I'm curious. There is not a week that doesn't go by where I don't find at least one winning ticket that someone throws out by accident
Oh wow.
at my store. And I'm not, usually it's like $1 or $5, and sometimes a $10 or a $20 winner. But I found a $200 winner once that someone threw out by accident.
Oh wow.
Wow.
They're
Wow.
they're too fucking lazy to scratch the entire ticket off, or they buy a whole bunch of tickets and they're all, still connected together, and they forget to scratch like one ticket. It was folded over and they missed it. Yeah, it happens. That's why I go through the trash every night at my store and I pull out all the tickets and I check them to make sure.
Oh wow. Right.
I don't play that stuff. Like scratch ticket you're talking about?
Yeah, scratchers.
Lottery and stuff. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I like,
Oh, I don't do it myself. I just pull the shit out of the trash.
they have horseshoe in Midwest. They have a tournament coming by this Saturday. It's the first of the new year. It's a great tournament, man. I'm gonna go and kick some ass there because I won a couple of them, two, three times in them. Uh, I won one time. It was $8,000. I won like 4,000 something, and then there was another one was 26 grand. But I came fifth, number five, and I got like uh, 2,600 something. It was $3,000, but they took the taxes out. So, and then yeah, I called them and I said I want to come there play the tournament. They said you can come in at any time now because they got it like holy shit. They got it 7 days a week going on, different tournaments. I'm a poker guy and I like to poker.
Oh man, I don't gamble. I mean, the closest I came to gambling, I guess, was when I went joined the service, and we went at they wouldn't release us from the um, induction center, and we were just had nothing to do. So we had a bunch of cards. So we decided somebody decided to put together a poker game. Well, then three or four of them, went around the barracks. You know what I'm saying? We started up, and I was broke as shit. So I only had like $10 on me. So I went and played and figured, what the fuck, right? Next thing you know, I won a couple hands, and I won like three of them in a row. It was badass, and I was like, then I lost two, and I was like, well, I go to the next. I went to the next game. I'm gonna go over here and play with these guys. And then turned around, and I pretty much did the same thing there. I went around to all four of the damn games, man. Pull money out. I was like, that's not usually what happens when I gamble.
Well, you see, I don't play cash poker. I don't play cash games. I play only tournaments. You buy your seat if you wanna like the one that's coming is $165 to buy your seat, but the grab is 25 grand for the first place. So you play in a lot of players. There's a lot of tables there. I'm positive it's going to be like at least 20, 30 tables, maybe 50 tables. Who knows? But every year they hold the World Series poker tournaments,
Right?
and that can lead you a seat in Vegas for $1 million jackpot if you make it. And then once you make it, they ship you to Vegas. They pay you the money for your ticket and some food, whatever, I don't know, room and board.
Right?
And then you go there, and the seat there is like 10 grand, but the casino pay you for it, for that seat. And you go to Vegas and you play on live TV with those big guys, the
Oh,
famous
right.
guys,
Right.
like Negrano or Philly Hellmuth, and the old man. I love the old man, man. With the cowboy hat. He's awesome. Forgot his name, but he's awesome. And yeah, tournaments they kind of like hesitate. In cash game, no, it's all fucking bullshit, man. I don't trust cash games because you could have two people working together. You know what I'm saying? As a players, and they work together to rob everybody's money.
Right.
And it's very hard to tell in cash game. But in tournament, no. What they do is if you go together, like and you want to play in the same table, they don't allow you. They don't allow. If you live in the same state, they don't allow you in the same table unless it's refined, and then finally you meet together. That way they can funnel you out, and they watch you. Those they have what we call the floor management. They have underneath them what we call spotters. They stand right on the table, right behind the dealer, watching the dealer and the players, because it's serious money. You know what I mean? Especially on the main events. So they watch everybody how they behave, and beside the cameras all over everybody. So it's very hard to cheat on the tournament. You buy like there's like $65, and the jackpot is 5 grand or 8 grand for the first, three winners, and that's how you train on it. You can read the players. It's all about bluffing or not bluffing.
Right.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's a great game. I like it. You sit there on that table for fucking hours, man, having good time, free drinks and everything.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Slot machine, no. You sit there for fucking 10 minutes. There goes your $100. Not even sometimes. Not
Well,
even. But you know what? Speaking of luck, seriously, speaking of being fucking lucky, one time Susan was crying, and me and Robert, we went to get some food, and we came back. She lost all her $15,000,
oh wow.
every single penny. She had a ticket for 20 cents. 28 cents. I apologize. 28 cents. I remember that. That was about 4 years ago. I swear to all that is holy to everybody. 28 cents. And I said, Susan, you want to make money? She goes like, oh, I lost it all. I said, give me that ticket. So I go to a ticket, and there is a Buffalo Deluxe machine. It's an old machine. You start with 40 cents. And then I didn't push the 40 cents with Buffaloes. I clicked on the 20 cents times one. And the first hit, I hit the freaking line jackpot hit. All 15 Buffaloes out of 15 banks in that machine. It's a 5 bank, so you got three rows on it. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
All out of 15, I hit 14 Buffaloes, and it gave me $336 on a 20-cent deal. And I took that ticket and I cashed it out, and I went and I put $100 in $100 machine. And I called her, come here, come here. She was so like, oh my God, how did you do that? I said, I'll explain it to you. So we went to $100 machine. I said, put the $100 in the machine. She put it. I said, now you wait. It's a 3 reel double diamond.
Right.
Yeah, it was idling. You can hear it. You can feel the click in it. It was idling. I said, put them. And said, wait 2 minutes exactly. 2 minutes before you hit that button. She waited 2 minutes to hit that button. Here comes a double diamond, single bar, single bar. And pay.
Wow.
She got $2,600 out of it. Took that back. She goes like, show me more. I said, I'll show you. Let's go. Let's go to the freaking high limits. So we went to the high limits, different machine. And it was called, I believe it's something like with wild cherries.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me, man! It was like red wild cherry. It has like it has like a big circle on it with wild cherries. And I swear to you, she hits it with $18,000 on that fucking machine. It was a $25, $50 a lick. I said,
Wow.
put a freaking $1,000 ticket in there. So how do I do that? I said, you see that $100 machine? I said, to put 10 of those hundreds and cash out a ticket. So she cashed out a ticket, and I said, take that $1,000 ticket, put it in this machine. It was in the middle of the whole fucking row. And I remember there was ladies playing in it, and when I checked the score on it, there was cash nothing. And these were rich ladies were standing there playing it, and I thought maybe they lost, and now the machine is pregnant. You know what I mean? And I said, play it like 5 hits, 6 hits. Let's see if it hits. If not, we go to the other side, same machine. Maybe that one will give you. Who knows? Because there was only 2 machines there in that high limit. Only those 2 machines like that one. They were not linked. All others can be linked if you have like 4 or 5 different ones. You don't know where's the jackpot going. So in 2 machines, maybe if it's not in this one, the jackpot is idling in the other one. You know what I mean?
All right.
I figured it out that way. But no, the third hit, there it comes. $18,000. She hit it, and she was so happy, and she was like, "Oh my God, that's it. You coming with us every time we come."
Right.
I never showed up again until like was it what 2 years or something. They dragged me there, man. Now they dragging me, and they want me to wake up tomorrow. It's almost 12 o'clock right now. And I set my alarm to 8 o'clock in the morning. They're gonna come and pick me up at 9:30 in the morning, and we want to go. Yeah, because they go into. I forget, what is it called? Let me see. What is it called? Oh shit! I wrote it here. Yeah, it's called Fitzgerald or something.
Yeah.
in Midwest, and
It's in
they got
Mississippi.
me a suite there. They got their own suite, and they got me a suite too.
I've
And
been there. I've been there.
you've been there?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
spent
It
me
says
and
something about luck lives here or something, and I'm like, all right, let's see if they're fucking right.
it's in northern Mississippi.
Yeah, it's in Mississippi. Yes, right next to a river or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
The Mississippi River.
Never been there, so I'm gonna go and check it out. I've been in Horseshoe, Mississippi.
It's kind of like in the
You
middle
go
of
on
nowhere.
61 on all the way, and then you see the sign, and then you go straight, and then there is MGM and Horseshoe right next to each other. But I don't know about Fitzgerald, so I'm gonna go and check it out. Is it good?
We had fun there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we had fun there. In fact, I did pretty good. My girl didn't do good. She lost everything, of course.
And of course, she wanted the money from you. I might hit this machine. Give me some money, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They always do that. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. She was
Always.
saying something about they have like they giving $1,000 giveaway cash every 10 minutes or something. I said every 10 minutes for how long? She goes, I
What?
think from 2 p.m. all the way to like midnight because it's a New Year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every 10 minutes you get $1,000 winner, randomly selected. So who knows? We
That's
will
pretty,
see.
that's pretty cool. Or at least a chance to just being there.
Yeah, if I hit the jackpot, I'm just gonna go and take a sleeping pill and go to sleep for 3 days.
Ah,
When the time comes, let's get the fuck out of here.
no shit.
That's what I did when I was in. It was in MGM, I believe, 2.5 years ago. They had those machines brand new, man.
Wow.
And the first one, it was right in the aisle, right in the middle. There was three of them, and it was in the middle. Nobody playing it. Everybody's playing that machine. So I sit on it, put the money, and waited. And I'm looking at this neighbor and that neighbor. Nobody's winning, and they're playing like holy shit, 12, 13, $25 a hit because
Right.
you got like different buttons. You make an option like multiplier shit, whatever.
Hmm.
And I hit the one before the maximum, and it was like $9 something. And believe it or not, I put $100 in there, and it was the first hit, the first fucking hit. She gave me those uh, 5 coins, and it started like rising up. Like it dropped something like in the middle. It says four tower or something, and then you go up and it go up and it go up and go up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. As soon as I hit it, I said, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Wait, we're gonna have party. I said, I don't give a shit. I'm getting the fuck out. I'm getting my 9 grand, getting the fuck out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when to go. That's when it's
Yeah.
time to go.
Took the money and get the fuck out of there. Went upstairs and went to sleep.
Oh, you always come down for the free meal too.
Yeah, yeah. Next day I went down. Actually, I bought my own meal. Like it was $30 something. So I don't have their shit, whatever cards, whatever they call it, membership stuff. Fucking
Oh,
Jumanics.
yeah.
I'll be right back.
Are you licking that pie plate clean?
You know it, man. Sorry about that. Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah, bud.
Fuck yeah, bud. Last one of the night for me.
Yeah. I got loaded. Damn it. There we go.
Yeah, Singularity out here in Ohio about 10 years ago. Something very similar to that happened to a politician. There was a guy, pretty sure he was a Democrat. He was a congressman for a big city in the eastern part of the state. Very corrupt guy. He spent a lot of time in prison for corruption issues. But after he got released from prison, he retired and became a farmer. And they found him in his field one day, and somehow they said that he fell off his tractor, but got run over by the tractor like 6 or 7 times. It's like, no, that doesn't happen by itself.
No. Run over by his tractor 6 or 7 times. No, I did not see the Dominion hack today. What was that all about, Chris?
Uh, all right, guys, I gotta go. Sorry. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh,
All
you
right,
know,
dude.
thanks for coming up, man.
Yeah, y'all have a happy New Year.
You as well.
I gotta make a phone call right now.
Well, we'll be here tomorrow night too. Happy New Year.
All right, you too, guys.
All right.
Happy New Year, everybody in the chat. Infidels.
Yeah. Special thanks to sausagegravybiscuitfarms.com. Don T. Rump. Thank you. And thank you to Denise hanging out all evening. I know you was tired. I don't know why. I appreciate it. Singularity seems to be the Chris Copan. And who else is out there? What's up, Chris?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Just getting ready to turn it in, man. Firing in the bowl.
All right. Well, I'll make this real quick then in the fire in the bull. Yeah, I was watching today. The Dominion hack, I guess, got hacked in real time right in front of his Senate hearing or something like that today.
I saw a headline about it. I didn't read the article.
Yeah, I watched the guy actually make the presentation. I watched the footage of it earlier today. And I didn't get a chance to really watch it super close, but basically what it came down to, long and short, was a couple weeks ago they had the Dominion dude, right? And the Dominion said that it's impossible what all these people are saying, to manipulate the machines, right? That while they were having these hearings today, a group of hackers, right, in the courtroom hacked the Dominion sheet that they brought in and showed people how easy it was to monkey it all up. like in real time, man. So this like happened today. I mean, man, shit's getting ready to get wonky. That's all I know. It's
and from what I heard, the guy that was commentating about it said that the server that they hacked, or the machines that they hacked, were in a physical, brick and mortar, setup. They weren't like mobile machines. So these were machines that should have been, fully protected and everything, and
right.
Invulnerable. So yeah, whatever.
And yeah, I just wanted to share that quick because I didn't know if anybody else had caught that. And I just, man, if anybody's feeling like the wind's taken out of the sails, man, don't feel like that yet, man, because all this is about standing on what's right,
Yep.
I'm looking at some headlines right now. 2 hours ago on CNN, the headline says Trump to return to Washington early ahead of Republican plan to disrupt certification of Biden's win. So he's already coming back from Florida or wherever he went.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
This is gonna be.
Yeah, and this is the headline. This is the headline I really like. Cops probing if Nashville bomber believed in lizard conspiracy and went hunting for aliens.
Oh my god.
And that's from the Daily East, which is absolute libturd shitpost.
Right.
Now, apparently, I've been hearing all day that Nashville bomber, it came out today that the police were aware of him as of last year. His ex-girlfriend told the police that he was in his RV making bombs, and they never did anything about it.
That's right. Hey, Dallas, how you doing? The Wisconsin brothers are in the house.
Right.
Oh, man. Sorry, I had to do that, man. Dallas is cool, man. I've been seeing that dude in chats. Man, I used to watch Bob Ferguson, man. When Alex Jones first got banned, when the Bob Ferguson channels.
Well, Bob's hard to watch because his channels keep getting shut down. Like, he would go through like 4 or 5 channels a week.
Right, and the only way I was able to keep up with them was because Dallas was one of the first people, and Bruce Wayne were a couple of the first people like I followed, and so I was able to always I'd kind of catch up late sometimes, but I'd always catch back up to it. It'd always pop back up, or I'd be able to catch up with it. And man, I think this is great what's going on here, man, because I think this is the way to do it. Alex Jones show is cool, but I think this is like everybody being able to share what they're seeing going on if they're part of the country, or like if not everybody gets a chance to sit around and watch court hearings during the day and stuff.
Right.
So when having that access like this for us all to be able to share, it's just so awesome, man. And I think that, man, and I can tell that's why YouTube is scared of all that shit, man, because people getting informed is not good for them,
Right. So it's all getting ready to change too. I mean, all this is ready to change. This is all gonna come about. Trump will be our president, remain being our president. And
after what I saw today,
these people will face their day of judgment.
I'm always leery about that one, because I don't really think. I mean, I would love to see somebody finally do some time on some dumb shit, from the political aspect, especially like maybe some former presidents. It'd be kind of nice to actually see if there's actually a rule of law.
Right.
But if I have to be a felon, why don't they have to be,
I got a headline for you guys I just found. This was posted on the Gateway Pundit about 2 hours ago. Missouri Senator Josh Hawley announces he will object to Electoral College certification process. Says, I cannot vote to certify the results.
He was
He's the first one to step up.
he was a former attorney general here too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Here, I'll get the link if you guys want to see it.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yep. Yep, I saw that. He's
I'm telling you, that hearing shit, man, that blew my mind, man. Because I mean, like, I don't know, man. That's just got to be huge. I mean, to sit there and do that in real time, and just like 2 weeks ago, under oath, man, the Dominion dude said that was not possible, man.
right.
I mean, I've gotten convicted on less shit than that, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Lying
Oh,
under
man.
oath kind of thing, They throw us in fucking 20.
man, I got an obstruction once years ago, man, on a case because I just wasn't going to say nothing, so I took the obstruction, man. 18 months, man.
Yep.
They just found between 160,000 and 400,000 phantom ballots in Arizona.
Yeah.
Are you now phantom ballots? You mean had not been
That's what it says. I haven't read it yet.
Well, hey guys, so I'm gonna let you go. I don't want to keep you on here too long. I just wanted to say that quick because I don't know if anybody had heard that yet. And it's like I was surprised more people had heard it because I've talked to a few other people today that didn't hear that either, man. So we're really trying to suppress that shit, man.
right. Well,
All right, well, you guys have a good night and God bless, man.
the other thing
Yeah,
we
you
were
too,
talking
Chris.
about earlier or the other day was
Yeah.
about the people concerned about all this spending and all the money out to the people. Well, guess what? Where's that money coming from? Where do you think that money's coming from? It's coming from
Great
China.
grandkids. Yeah.
It's coming
Great
from China.
grandkids will have to pay it back.
No, watch this. He's going to say restitution.
Well, if Trump stays in, I hope so. Yeah, man.
Yeah, if Trump's going to stay in. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. I mean, I hope this all goes the right way.
And he's going to enforce the debt to be forgiven. Yes, and
Well,
he's
listen,
crashing the Fed. He's going to crash the Fed in the process.
that'd be sweet, man. That's one thing I'd love to see. I've been wanting to see. I want to see an American president finally grab themselves by the balls, man.
Right, and that's what he's going to. He's all these forces are against. That's why do you think they're against him so badly?
Oh, definitely. I mean, dude, it's been 4 years of just doom and gloom. You know what I mean?
Look what he just did to the hospital administrations. Yeah, they're flooded with cash, but guess what? Going forward, they got shit because they got a price transparency that law they put in place for price transparency. They have to put their costs up front. People could shop them around now.
It's nice.
Oh yeah. Okay, and the pharmaceutical industry, he fucked them. We're buying favored nation. Period. No more fucking $40 pills.
Awesome.
Shit like that. Just all that kind of shit, dude. There was another man. There was a huge number of kids, another like 100 kids, some shit. They just found and freed from a trafficking situation down in Florida.
Man, that shit is so crazy, man. I lived down in San Antonio, Texas in 96, I think it was. That's when I was living down there. And I remember going to the Walmart. I think it was on, I don't think it was on South Press. I think it was on maybe Military Drive or something like that. But you go in there, and they actually stopped doing this while I was down there because they had so many pictures of children, missing children signs. Like all the windows were covered in there. And I was down there the year when they finally started making people take all the pictures down. But I mean, it's like, man, just for that for this to be going on for as long as it has with children and stuff like that, man. I mean, that's freaking twisted, man. I've never understood that. When I was in prison, and times I've been in jail, I'm just me being a father, man. I spent a few times in solitary confinement just because you see them dudes. You just a
Right.
few times I felt the need just to walk up and beat the shit out of somebody and did, and they're a great target, man. So I just, man, I love what Trump's doing with that because it's something that, man, it's been going on for way too long.
Right. And so is all this other crap.
Right.
Um, he's not running around like he's worried he's not going to be president. Notice that?
Not at all, man. Not at all. He's got, man, I tell you what, I mean, that's either got to be the coolest damn cucumber I've ever seen, man, because that dude is not sweating at all.
No, he's not. He's not stuttering. He's not. He's not stumbling around, running around, scared, that kind of shit. No, he's like, no.
Right.
And the Pentagon is still not working with the Biden transition people.
And that's huge right there. If the military's got Trump's back, then that's huge. That's I think that's just like the key element right there. I mean, kind of fuck everything else. As long as the military's got his back, I think he's good as gold.
Well, he can't legally turn the reins of power over to Biden. Biden is a national security risk.
Right.
He can't.
And I hope he stands on that. I mean, I hope he stands on it. It's just I don't think he's not going to do that. I think he's definitely going to stand on it.
Well, I played his inaugural speech the other day.
Yeah, I watched that.
I will not let you down. And he has.
What I was doing?
He's stretching that fucking rubber band pretty fucking hard, but I guess that's a big hit he's trying to wrap it around.
I think it was like 84, 85, man. It had to be 80, 84, 85. I played my first year of Little League football. I was like 12 or 13. And I played for the Braeburn Bears down in Houston. It was in the Fun Football League. And not that I'm trying to just throw out a story about my past, but the significance is Donald Trump actually he gave money to that league. I mean, if it wouldn't have been for people like Donald Trump, we wouldn't have had uniforms. We wouldn't have had a field to play at. Half the kids on my team were from a detention center. Those kids would have just been sitting in the detention center. You know what I mean? But at least they got a chance to get out, and come with other kids, you know what I mean, and learn something decent besides being all stealing cars and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, Donald Trump put a lot of money into that, man. So, when you start hearing all these people talk all this shit about this dude, it's like, wait a minute, man. For all these years, man, that dude's actually, for all the shit that guy's taken, he's done a lot of good shit he just didn't have to do,
Right.
And the nice thing about the Fun Football League is that was part of the, I guess it was like partnered up with the USFL. So, like, our home football field was the Houston Gamblers practice field. Yeah. So it took some money to do that. So it was pretty cool of them to, fund that.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, sorry, dude. I went off on a tangent. That's just my thing about Trump, dude. That guy's got my back 100. I got his back 110%, man. Just thinking about that shit.
Right.
And after USFL, how can you not love that guy? I mean, that guy took on the federal government, man, and he screwed him on that. The compensation. What did they give him? Like $1.97 or something? I mean, just something. You win the case, but yeah, we're gonna kick you straight in the balls, dude. Those are a lot of the same people that are mad at him that are still up there, like Mitch McConnell's and shit like that.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell's fucking showing his ass right now.
Fuck yeah, piece of shit.
Absolutely, right?
Oh man, those guys are something else, man.
So yeah, those guys' storyline is short too. Because they're all involved in all that bullshit with the machines. They're
That was for
all
years. I couldn't even vote for Republican. Like for Republican president, Trump was the first Republican president I voted for as an adult, man. Because growing up in Houston as a kid, I already knew about the Bushes, man, the Bush family. George Bush used to fucking smoke crack on the side of Houston I grew up on. Fucking, so I never could get behind them. You know what I mean? I knew what kind of slime balls they were, man. But I could never, I've been voting like the once I got off of parole, I started like I voted Mickey Mouse up until Trump, and I voted for Trump both times.
well. I was involved with Ron Paul's campaign,
Yeah,
and
if that, I wish you would have got a better push, man. That dude was awesome, man.
we could have done a lot worse. He didn't have the balls Trump's got, though.
No, man, he's too polite.
But
He's too nice of a guy. He just needed to go out and get drunk, grab himself a bottle of Jack Daniels, grab a pistol, and go do his thing, man.
right. But he now before that, I was all about Ross Perot.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that dude was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I liked him, man. I thought that dude was awesome back when I was younger.
So I ain't voted for none of these stupid bastards.
Wasn't Perot the guy that sponsored a private rescue mission to Vietnam for like some POWs or some shit?
I think so, man. I think he did put some money in for something like that.
Yeah, like someone he knew had a son that disappeared over there, and the army and the government, didn't want to spend the money or the time to go look for him, so he financed like a private mercenary company with a helicopter to go look for the guy. I don't know if they found him or not.
Yeah, they did. I remember that. Yeah, they did. They found the guy.
I just remember his plan, his policy plan was like so simplistic, man. But yet, I mean,
He's a common sense businessman.
Yeah, it was all right on point, man. It was.
Yeah, he's standing there. Yeah, my plan is simple. We take a problem and we figure out what the problem really is, and then we find the best people in the country to fix it.
Yeah, he was a libertarian.
He wasn't a waste time kind of guy. That's what I liked about him.
Right. That's as simple as that goes. And you do that with damn near everything now. We just need to get back to business in this country and start doing business. I remember. Yeah, it was all.
Dude, imagine if he would have been president, though. He would have been a kick-ass president, man.
Yeah.
People would have been getting fucked up around the world, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's what Trump's going to do now. That's what Trump's doing now.
I hope so, man. I pray that every day that keeps going,
Well, have faith, my brother.
I do.
Yeah. Have you ever looked up the prophecies of Kim Clement?
Of who?
Kim Clement.
Kim Clement. Oh, I'll have to look that up.
His name was Clement. Yes, and he had
Clement.
he was a guy that he was a preacher kind of guy, and he put out these prophecies. And everything he has said has come to pass so far, including the Roger Stone stuff. And he's he's like, no, Trump will serve 2 terms. And he talks about the plan of how these people go down. And he talks about how you got to, look it up. Trump.
Yeah, actually, I'm pulling it up right now, and I'm gonna save it so I can watch it later.
Yeah, no.
Because if I don't do it like while I'm talking to you, I'll space it out. So I had to do it later.
Well, and the reason I bring it up is because from everything I've seen, that man was touched by God because everything he's talked about, everything he said up to this point, it has come to be. So, and I don't look at him as his words the way he says it, God told to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know God's in control, and I know Trump's a man of God, and I have faith in God. So I think we're under grace, and that our land is being healed and cleansed. And I, I, it's kind of like, you know, reading Revelations. You know how the story
Yeah.
ends, right? Sound of
Man,
fire.
nice thing about what I've noticed, like especially here the last 2 days up here in Wisconsin,
Yeah,
is just out of the woodwork. More and more people I'm seeing in the stores refusing to wear the masks.
yeah,
Yesterday was like I just started to notice. Like yesterday, it was just like all of a sudden, man, more people than I've seen since this all started. They're just like coming out in the woodwork. None of where in the area I'm at, none of the Trump signs are really coming down. Um, and today, it was just even more. I was at a bunch of roadside stations, like using the bathrooms or whatever,
right.
going down the interstate. And the more places I stopped, you could just see the attitude out there with people are just not really. I mean, you definitely got the people that run around. They're the mask people, and you know who they are. They got the mask on in the car even before they get out, man.
Right. Well, Pat was even saying that down at the station, he's hearing people talking about, look, we ain't putting up with this shit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they're all getting ready to roll on these bastards.
man. I was there one night. I mean, it was probably about a month and a half ago, and I had went out to shoot pool, and I kind of got shit faced, and I was talking to a cop in the store. We were at the Quick Trip. There's this cop in there, and he's trying to mess with his mask, and he's trying to pay for his stuff, and I just looked at him, man, and I'm like, man, I'm not wearing the mask. That guy's not wearing the mask. I mean, why are you doing that, man? I mean, if your boss is making you do that, man, maybe you should find another job, And the guy, he just like, fuck this. The cop took his mask off and put it in his pocket then. And he goes, I hate these fucking things, man. But I think sometimes you just need people to, just encourage you to do the right thing. Cause I know I was actually about ready to one day, man, I was going to go to Walmart and I was almost half tempted to wear a mask in the Walmart. It's like when it first happened, like the mandate first happened.
Right.
And I seen this big ass dude because there's a military base down the road. Big ass army dude walking out of there, right? And this dude ain't got a mask on, man. And I'm like, man, I can't, what I mean? I can't let that guy be the only dude being like that. You know what I mean? Remembering that he's American and that, basically, the whole live on your feet thing. It's better to live on your feet than die on your knees, man. And I just realized at that point in time, man, that dude's right, man. I can't capitulate to this bullshit, man.
No, no, and it's we're done. We will be done. Their
Right.
plans don't allow us to continue on our way of life. Uh, any longer. Okay,
Right.
so there's no choice because if you know uh, you stay home and you don't do something, they're going to come to you.
Exactly. Exactly. And I feel this is like I'm starting to feel like a freaking intention, and it's like one of those tensions that I'd get like, I would be doing time or whatever. And you just realize there's them days, right? You wake up and you just know you got to do what you got to do to get back to your bunk at night. And, it's just going to be that kind of day.
Right.
You know, and that's where I feel like we're at. I feel as a country, that's where we're at as an impasse right now. It's not going to be probably not going to be the most beautiful thing, but I think we're gonna have to all make sure we get back to our bunks, man.
Yep.
You know, safely, as
Well,
safe as
right.
possible, anyway.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah, absolutely. Because and if people are worried. Well, what if I ain't got the money? Because I'm broke as shit. But I'm damn sure going to take a side seat somebody's somewhere somehow. Something will open up if we have to
Right,
go. I just, with the grace of God,
right,
I'm just put on my armor and grab my weapon and my provisions and do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying?
right. I'm hoping I can catch a ride, with somebody out of Wisconsin. I got an uncle. I found out he's planning on going maybe if it's going to kick off. So I'm hoping maybe I can catch a ride with him if he goes down there. And he was in the Air Force, so I'd feel good going with him because I know he knows how to at least take care of his own ass.
Right.
And
Yeah. Well,
this
don't
is an
break any
interesting time,
laws.
man.
Don't break any.
No,
Don't break any laws. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're not breaking any laws and go peaceably. Yeah. But guys, I got to crash, man. I'm falling out.
that's what I plan on doing. That's what you hope happens. But yeah, but it's one of those things where I guess what I was using an analogy, man, because I mean, if you go into the yard, right, and you give up your maybe you give up a package of ramen noodles, maybe you give up a stamped envelope, right? You got to keep giving that stamped envelope up or that pack of ramen noodles. And sometimes you got to lock in a sock, a son of a bitch. I don't know how else to say it, man. And I hope it doesn't come down to that. I hope society just straightens itself out, man.
Good night, Wiz. We'll see you
Does
tonight.
the right thing. Hopefully the system. Yeah, Bud man from Wisconsin. Good night, was sorry. He cut out his battery there.
Yeah, his power was running low. Yeah. Hey, Don Bear, what's up, buddy?
Oh shit, man. And I take forever. I keep stumbling through what I'm trying to say, man. Man, I feel horrible. So how's it going in Ohio, Kniff?
Cold, wet, and rain.
What's the feel in the air there?
Cold, wet, and rain.
Cold, wet, and rainy.
Yeah.
You got a lot of snow where I'm at finally. Budman for you too. Yes, awesome, man. Wisconsin, yes, dude. We got a crazy state and a goofy ass governor, that's for sure, man. Our state, I know, man, like driving around from one end of the state to the other, I know it was like 90% Trump supporters, man. The signs that were out there on all the yards.
Yeah.
The only time you saw like any Biden signs were.
Yeah, the only Biden signs we were seeing around here were in the cities. You go out, into the suburbs and the rural area, they were almost non-existent.
Right. I mean, I think I seen like a total between Madison and where I live, maybe 5 Biden signs the whole way. And that's about an hour and a half ride. And I mean, hundreds and hundreds of Trump signs. I was like, man, I should have been recording that crap all year long. I just say, it makes me sick how, like in Wisconsin, they say that he didn't win the state because I know it's bullshit. The only 2 areas that would have voted for him would have been the Madison area, Milwaukee, maybe down Kenosha, Racine, and Green Bay would have voted for, maybe went a little more. And I don't even think most of them would have went Biden, right? I think a lot of people in the cities, especially that I've known over the years, they'll sit there and say they're always going with the liberal candidate and shit, but they never do that. I knew a lot of people that do that over the years. They just tell people that just because they don't like to argue with them, especially people from the University of Wisconsin. That's such a liberal social propaganda fest that you try talking to them people, man, about anything outside of what they've been taught in them colleges, their brains explode, man. They like short circuit, dude. They need safe spaces. They need meds. It's like crazy, man.
I've got a historical liberal college a couple towns over from me where they're like, when I say historic liberal, they were like the first college in the United States to enroll women and the first to enroll blacks. It's like one of the most historic colleges ever. It's called Oberlin College, and it's total libtard, Occupy and Antifa has been for years. And they routinely will bust students out anytime that there's, when the shit was happening with the protests back in the summertime in downtown Cleveland, they shipped them all out there. Like some of the professors like required their class to go. It's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, and that's how like the UW is, man. Oh my God. I'm glad I didn't go to college. I mean, after what I've seen in my lifetime, I'm glad I went the other route, man.
Yeah, I got accepted to a couple colleges, but I never went. I couldn't afford it, and I didn't want to tie myself down to 30, 40 years of paying off debt.
I just wanted to, man. I wanted to do my own thing, man. I didn't want to sit there and after high school, and the reality is the stuff I learned in high school, and even a lot of the stuff I learned in junior high, I don't know if I used really any of it, man. I mean, I used some math in my life. And my great grandpa was probably one of the most successful people I've seen in my family. He only had a second grade education. He learned how to read, he learned how to write, and he knew how to do math, and he knew his measurements.
Mm-hmm.
My
grandfather was the same. I think my grandfather got out of high school like his sophomore year to help feed. He had to work to help feed the family because of he grew up in the Great Depression, and then World War II happened, and he ended up going right after he turned 18. But yeah, he became he was a farmer. He was a tool and die maker, factory worker. He built barns. He did real estate. He knew his shit.
So I went to college. I moved there, stayed drunk for 3 months. That's what would have happened to me if I'd went to college, man. I did too much acid at that age, man. I'd been kicked out right away. I had more fun traveling, man. I picked squash down in Florida. I picked oranges. I worked in I don't know how many different oil change places, man. I worked for I don't know how many different roofing companies. Golf courses, man. I worked as a mechanic on a golf course. I worked as taking care of the greens, all sorts of stuff, man. Did a whole bunch of different, going that route was cool, man, because I got to do so many different things, and then I moved around the country a lot, so that was a lot of fun. It's not the most profitable way to live, but it was a good one.
Yeah, best job I ever had was when I was working up in Canada when I was still a teenager in the summertime. Summers in 96 and 97. I was working for the Boy Scouts at the camp they owned up there. And, it was a shitty, paying summer job. I think I maybe made $800 the whole summer. Best fucking job I ever had. It was like a paid vacation. Unfortunately,
hang out in the woods, man.
Yeah, paddle across, across a couple of 100 miles of, pristine wilderness. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I always liked, man. My dad would take me to Bandera when I was a kid to go hunting. We'd go hunting boar and go hunting deer. And I'm a felon now, so I can't do that anymore, man. So, but anyway, when I was a kid, man, we'd spend like 2 weeks out there sometimes, man. We'd just live off the freaking land, dude. Especially before we got electricity out there and before we got running water, man. I mean, it was like straight. You'd be up there for 2 weeks, man. You know, every morning, you know, if it's cold out or not, you gotta go down the stream. You gotta go wash your ass, and that stream was always cold as shit. Dude.
Yeah, the rivers up there where I was at, like, they were cold.
They come right out of the spring, man, from the ground, dude. Just freeze you, you know, man. Freeze you right up. Maybe in Texas, you know, and sometimes you'd be up there like in the middle of summer, right? That stream is so cold, even in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
Because where it was coming out of the ground, that shit was cold as shit, dude.
The way the camp operated, it was a canoe base, you know, and we'd get groups we'd get every week. We had anywhere from 5 to 10 Boy Scout troops that would come up there, and we'd outfit them with canoes, and they'd go off, you know, on a week-long trip. And the first day that they show up there, we had, you know, by law, we had to give every person a swim check. We had to make sure that they could actually fucking swim, you know, so that if they're in their canoe and they capsize, they're not going to drown. And we made them jump off the dock of our boathouse and swim 50 feet out to a floating dock and then swim back. And 9 out of 10 of those people, once they jump in that water, the first thing when their head pops back out is, holy fuck, my balls are shriveled up.
Oh, man. Man, I think the first time I ever felt something that cold, I hopped in what was it, Lake Superior, man. And it holy shit, man. The Lake Michigan too, up in the UP, man. I hopped in the water up there when we went to the Porcupine Mountains and then went down to Lake Michigan to go swimming, man. And that, holy cow, man. They got a hell of a current in that water, man. I tell you what, man. That's got a heck of a current.
Where we were at, it was called the French River, and it's kind of a misnomer. It's a huge collection of small to medium-sized river channels that are collectively, you know, part of this one river. And it drains out into the Georgian Bay, which is like the big 1/2 of Lake Huron. And we would operate like out on that open water sometimes. And yeah, that was cold. Holy fuck.
Fucked up, man. I think all the Great Lakes. Well, which one's the most southern one? That's what probably
that's
southern
Erie.
tip of Lake Michigan, right? Or Erie? That'd be the most southern one.
That's 5 miles away from me.
Yeah, that's pretty cold too, from what I hear, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's the shallowest lake, so in the summertime it warms up the fastest. I used to swim in Lake Erie all the time. There's beaches everywhere, and swimming is pretty popular around here. Yeah, but you get the idiots that go out there in the wintertime and do the polar bear plunge shit.
Right. You know, I'm being from Wisconsin. I've never done that, dude. You know, I just don't see the need to jump in there, and it gets cold enough, man. You know, and I don't know, man. Shrinkage it's real, man. So I don't want to try to shrink up that much, man. They might never come back, you know.
Like we get guys that actually surf out here because the lake's so shallow in certain places you can get some pretty decent waves, and they'll do it. They get more storms with waves in the fall and the winter, and they'll be out there in like fucking like double thick wetsuits to protect themselves from the cold. But that's hardcore shit.
All right, man. You know, surfing is fun, man. You know, and I was always kind of. Last time I surfed, I was 17, and it was down at a Texas beach, and that's kind of like right outside of Houston, and it was about 5:30 in the evening. The sun was starting to go down. It was in January. We were out there with wetsuits on because it was kind of cold that day. It was probably like upper 30s, maybe low 40s, and for that year, that's really unseasonable for Texas. You know, that's pretty cold. And but But anyway, we're coming back in, dude, and all of a sudden, man, three dorsal fins popped up, man. I mean, like within 12 feet, man, of my board and me. And I still had like, man, probably like a good couple 100 yards to go before I got back to the beach, man. Man, and that was it. That was the last time I ever went surfing, man.
I've never had the chance. I've tried to water ski before, and it was a miserable failure. I could not get out of the water. I could not master that, start up, it just never worked for me. I gave up.
Man, I tell you what, it's once you get, it takes a while. It took me a few times before I got it down, but once I finally
I had
got
more fun driving the boat.
That's fun. That's definitely more fun, man, because you're not taking that hard water right to the face when you because I always forget to let go of the thing, right? So I'll sit there once I lose my skis, my face will slam right into the water.
Yeah. Now, like downhill skiing, like in the snow, I used to like doing that.
See, I've never done that, man.
There's a few places here outside of Cleveland. They're considered ski resorts, but they're more like hills. It's not mountains. In order to get good skiing, you got to go out to like where Aaron's at, New York. There's a couple of decent ski resorts out there, and I went. We did it in the Boy Scouts a bunch of times. We take a weekend trip out there, and I mean, you got to dress for it because you're out there all day. But yeah, it was fun. But you gotta be careful because you can really fuck yourself up. We had a kid in my scout troop who went up there on a trip, and it was his first time skiing, so he had to buy the beginner's package and get like a lesson with an instructor, and had to take like a 2-hour class, and then he passed the class, buys his upgraded lift ticket to get on the rest of the mountain. In his first time going down like an intermediate run, he fucking breaks his leg.
Holy crap, man.
Oh.
Oh, maybe I'm at the wrong age to try skiing then. I don't know. I thought about going to do it. They got where I live at about 30 minutes down the road. They got a ski hill. I thought about trying it.
I'd like to do snowmobiling. That sounds like fun.
That's what, man. Now that we got snow out here, man, I want to try to find a snowmobile. I want to try to find a used one. Dallas, if you know anybody selling a snowmobile, let me know, man. The cheap one. I'm looking for a cheap snowmobile.
What I want to do is I want to try snowshoeing.
Yeah, that'd be fun, man. I actually got a nature preserve by here that I want to go do that in.
Because I do a lot of walking around outside. It's from what I've seen, it's not that hard to make your own pair out of like some metal tubing and like some paracord and shit.
Right.
Because the one thing I hate is having to walk through deep snow. That sucks.
They got it's the Nisita Wildlife Refuge, and I guess if you go there, I haven't been there yet, but I want to go there yet this winter and check it out. But I guess they got snowshoes, man, for people that show up. So like if you go there, you don't have snowshoes, they have them there for you.
That's cool.
That's definitely, you got to keep your head on a swivel there, man. They got like 3 packs of wolves that go out of there too.
Man, I just heard something really interesting about wolves the other day. Further north of where you're at, do you know where Isle Royal National Park is?
What park?
It's called Isle Royal.
No.
It's a big island out in Lake Superior on the western end. They've had oh, it's something like 20 miles off the North Shore. It's like way out there, but it's technically part of Michigan, part of the Upper Peninsula. And
Okay.
you can only get there by boat or plane. They have for years, they've had an isolated population of timber wolves and moose. It's like a place where biologists go to study, animal interactions for years because, it's an isolated population. And they've had I think it was like something like 80 to 100 wolves on the island at one time, and, a couple hundred moose. And apparently, I just found this out the other day, like last year, because it was an isolated population. There was so much inbreeding going along in the wolves that they all ended up getting birth defects and diseases, and it killed off almost all the wolves. I think they only have 2 wolves left up there now.
Holy shit.
And the moose population is exploding.
Right. Yeah, because you need the wolves to keep them moose down, man.
Yeah.
I mean, moose are nice, but man, they're dangerous to have on the roadways.
They're more dangerous than the wolves. Yeah, where I was having, there were moose everywhere up there, and you had to be careful because they would walk through campsites in the middle of the night and trample people in their tents.
Right. Yeah, man, moose are no joke, man. People don't, man. I know, man. Some people don't like the wildlife people here. I know, like if you tried to hurt a moose or shoot one here, they'd probably try to hang you, man. But I know a guy that hit a moose, man. That thing almost broke his neck.
I saw a video a few years ago. A guy was up in Alaska, and he was snowmobiling out in the woods, and there was a snowmobile trail that he was on. The trail was only wide enough for one snowmobile, and it was like something like almost 12 foot deep in the snow, piled up on each side. And he comes around a corner on the trail, and there's this moose facing him from about maybe 50 yards away, and he stops, and the moose just keeps looking at him, and he tries to back up and reverse, and the moose charges him. And
oh my god,
dude had nowhere to go, so he pulls out his Glock and shoots the moose like 4 or 5 times and kills it. And he's like, "Fuck, I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it." It was completely legal what he did. He didn't get charged nothing, but like the video went out online and went viral, and all the animal rights lovers were sending him death threats and shit. It's like, that's moose mean business.
This, you got some pink-haired people outside your house, man, and
I work with blue-haired people.
Oh my god, dude! Man, I had someone else looking at me. I was at the dollar store the other day getting some water, man, and this young couple comes in there too, man, and I almost wanted to say something. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I just want to start making fun of people when I see them in their masks like that, especially young people. And they had like the big gauges in their ears, which I don't care, man. Whatever, people, however they want to express themselves, do whatever, man. I don't give a shit. Just don't be a dick about it, man. I guess. But I could tell they had a problem. They just like kept staring at me because I didn't have my mask on. And yeah, this was fucking awkward, man.
Yeah, it's everything.
That's enough to make you want to say something to them,
The general population around here is completely compliant over the whole mask thing. I would say 98% of all my customers at the store come in with masks. And it's been that way for probably 3 months now. And we're supposed to tell any customer that comes in without a mask to say, "Sir or ma'am, if you have a mask, can you please put it on? And if you need one, we'll give you one."
Right.
And I'm telling, my sister is the manager, and I told her flat out, I'm like, I'll wear a mask because it's my job and I need my job. But don't go telling me that I have to tell another human being to put on a mask. That's not my job. I'm not going to say anything to people.
And you know, saying if I was dating a girl and all of a sudden she showed up with her hair dyed pink, I'd probably dump her too, man. I'd probably do it for me. Yeah, the mask, dude, the Walmart, man. It's funny because so at Walmart, I told you about the day I showed up there when the big army dudes walking out, man. And so the next time I go down there, right, they got this big guy that works there to greet people, you know, and they so for like the first couple weeks they kept trying to stick. I think they were trying to get him to intimidate people into wearing the mask or whatever. We finally, I don't know if somebody said something or something, but they finally quit doing that. And I know the guy, just like after like the third time me going in there, and he kept trying to do it. He'd just see me, he just wave once he'd see me coming up, man. He just knew I wasn't doing it, man. You know, I don't ever try to be like rude to those people either, man. That are like the mask holes, but I just won't do the mask.
Yeah, I only put it on because I have to at my job, but anywhere else I go, I've only put it on a few times this year, and that was just because I had to go somewhere for essential business, like to go to the bank or go to the grocery store. I've only done it a couple of times. Kay is in the chat. She wants us to look at a link, but I need her to be in private chat so I can click on it.
And thanks for the snowmobile links thing. I'm probably, to be honest with you, man, I'm looking for like a beater, man, like a super beater, like maybe like $500, something I probably got to work on myself.
You know, if you're looking at that price range, your best bet's going to be eBay.
I was like, thinking Craigslist, man.
Yeah.
Something down the road from my house that somebody else has already beat the shit. And
okay.
Hey.
Okay.
So, here, I'm gonna post it in here. The guy's like, it says he's having a heart attack, but he's like seizing and shit. From the vaccine.
Oh, okay.
Who's that? I can't tell who that is.
Who's who?
Oh, me?
Oh, that's Costa Pan.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm all right. I just woke up from a nap.
Nice.
Yes.
I heard like a nurse or something. One of the nurses that they gave the shot to died or something. Is that just a rumor, or did that happen too?
Yeah, there's a nurse that died, and there's a nurse that got Bell palsy. No, what Bell palsy
man,
is?
that palsy is. Yeah, I had that actually twice in my life, man. I won't even touch that vaccine. Once I heard that, well, I wouldn't have taken it to begin with because I don't like vaccines. I took a flu vaccine once and I got super sick.
Yep, same here.
And so I'm like, man, screw vaccines, man.
That was a long time. I probably when I was about 16 or 17. My mom made me get it, and I haven't had one since. Nope.
Yeah. Well, I got a vaccine that was supposed to help prevent cancer, and a month later they found cancer cells. So
cancer. Sorry to hear that. And I'm always wondering from that flu vaccine, man. I got this summer. I had to go get some basal cell cut off my head, man. And I always wondered if it was from that vaccine I got the one time.
All right. Oh man. So David Knight, I don't know if you guys know this, but David Knight has a new channel. Because he got fired from InfoWars.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah, I think Don Bear was playing something of it earlier tonight. He had David Knight going, but I was like, I thought he got fired.
why did he get fired?
He got fucking Steve Buchenik actually. If you look and here, actually, grab the link for that. It's his first video. He's kind of like hints at what happened. But I commented on that video and he replied to me.
Oh, wow.
I'm a sucker. David is like my favorite.
I think David's pretty awesome, man. That's when I first started watching Alex Jones, like on the show or whatever. I always he was the reason I started watching. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Same here. Well, it actually I've always loved the way that he covered medical tyranny and the Fed. Like he did a really good piece about the Fed a long time ago, and I was hooked. I was like, yeah, I love this guy. Speaking of which, where is it?
Right, Sam, definitely. Well, Leanne McAdoo, you gotta say Leanne McAdoo, Sam.
Yeah,
I
she's
haven't
awesome.
seen her in a while. I know she's back doing stuff, but I haven't seen it.
You guys got to see that one video that I shared that one time, right? Of Leanne.
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on,
maybe I think we were all talking about it.
Oh, you would know if you had seen it or not.
Yeah.
She was in her bathing suit.
Oh, actually, I don't think I did see that one though. Shit, I gotta look that up.
I'll post it here in a little bit. And she's getting into freezing cold water.
Oh wow.
I did not go full vampire thing. I just fell asleep and I fell asleep at like 10 and it's 11:56. I got a little bit of sleep. I shut my broadcast down this morning because I was like, okay, I'm fucking toast. I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Do you think I fucking fell asleep? I don't know.
No, because when I woke up to get ready to go to work, you were live at like 11 o'clock in the morning on my side.
Oh shit. I mean, I was like 8 or 9 over here. I think
you were in AZ and someone else were talking.
I always feel Alex Jones cuts Owen off way too much, man. Owen will be saying some good shit, and Alex Jones will just hop in and like just start talking over him. You know,
yeah, that happens quite a bit, but a lot of times Owen he's not as independent as he used to be. He will just like reiterate what AJ's saying and just change up the verbatim.
Owen, when he was doing Man on the Street stuff, he was cool. The second they put him in the studio, he totally changed.
Yeah, when I think he changed when
he tried too hard.
He was trying to put together that InfoWar army, like a mass, Patriot Network type thing, and he got discouraged because it didn't go anywhere. And I think he just kind of gave up a little bit from that.
There's some people on the Discord that were a part of helping him put that together, and they have a very bitter taste in their mouth about Owen.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't necessarily. He's cocky, and I can't stand it. Because it doesn't fit. Like, I don't know. He's trying too hard.
Yeah, he's kind of like stuck between being like a good male conservative, and he's still kind of got the hipster thing going on.
Yes, that's what it is. He's still like, seems like his jeans might be a little too tight.
A little too tight in jeans. Well, his girl left him, didn't she? What's her name? Hernandez or whatever. Didn't she go to like somewhere else too?
Don't they hate each other? I don't think that's actually.
I thought they were dating. I thought they were dating for a bit, and then she bailed on him.
Oh, Savannah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, whatever cares,
Millie
man. I
Weaver,
like watching her show.
split ways with them.
Well, everybody seems like they're kind of leaving out.
All right. I was wondering what that was about because it seemed like everybody bailed out, in the last just recently.
Some of it is they were saying it was financial. They had to lay off a lot of people because they just didn't have the money to keep, their full staff going.
Right. Well, rumor is Steve Pachenik is really the handler.
I don't know if I trust that guy.
I don't either.
Some of the stuff that he goes off about is so off the wall.
Now, see, and I have a hard time with this because, like, I don't know. I like Mike Adams. Mike Adams is the shit, and David Knight is David Knight doesn't waver because he, likes Trump. He will straight up call Trump out when, he sees something that he doesn't like, where everybody else is like, they just pander to him. And I don't know. Nobody should be a cheerleader for somebody just because they are somebody. You should care about what they care about. And if they don't line up on everything, you should call them out. Like when Trump was doing the whole talking about the red flag laws, he about lost me with that.
Yeah.
I'm not for any gun control. Yeah, I'm like totally against gun control. I think I'm totally against gun control. I think I grew up in Houston, and the one thing I saw, right, is the only thing that happens with gun control is the people that you don't want having guns are the only people that have them then.
Yep.
Exactly.
And then it gets pretty messy really quick. If everybody's got a gun, everything works itself out really quick.
Mm-hmm. Just like same with children. If you teach your children, my son, there was never a time that my son couldn't have grabbed a hold of a gun that was loaded. And you know what? My son had the respect for it because he was taught to be not necessarily fearful, but to respect it. And he knew that it was powerful because he shot it.
I'll be back in a minute.
I had to drop out though because my phone's about to die. I just wanted to share that link with you guys, and then I'm gonna get in the chat and share some other links. What's that?
All right, cool.
Yeah, I got a couple, and I have that 9/11 zip file. I was finally able to fucking recover it. For anybody that's interested,
definitely.
It's a pretty big file, and I still haven't even gotten all the way through it, and I've had it for 3 years. So, but it's got like.
Do you remember what was going on the day before 9/11?
With what specifically?
Everybody seems to forget Donald Rumsfeld. What he announced with the debt. Money that went missing.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, like $400 billion or some shit that went missing?
Mm-hmm. Well, and see, if you look in some of these documents, there's a lot of emails back and forth between contractors and there's the video of where the reporter's standing there reporting about Building 7 being hit when it's clearly behind her and it has not been hit.
Right. And I remember watching it, man, because I was working on a floor at the time. When the first building got hit, one of the other workers came out to where we were working at, and was like, "Man, I got to go in the break room check this shit out, man." So we got back to the break room, And by the time we got into the break room, that's when the plane hit the second building or whatever, or was starting to fall. Maybe I can't remember. We got in there. Maybe we were watching a replay. But then we were there, and then some of the stuff that was said wasn't like adding up. Then all of a sudden, they were like you said, they said something about Building 7, and then it went down later.
Yeah,
So I remember watching
it's
that in real time.
crazy, crazy.
And I still don't believe those were the airline planes that like flew into the building, because I remember like watching the original footage. It didn't even look like actual, jetliners.
Right.
Like it didn't look like your average
Uh-uh.
747 or 737. It looked like military planes.
Well, and they were they were missing like whatever the fins or whatever off of them.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend who's very well versed on all of it. And I don't know what everybody here is. Here's my thing: as long as you don't believe the story, you're good in my book. But everybody's got their own theories. I do
Yeah.
tend to follow with the Judy Wood theory. And my friend and I will be doing a stream. He's been actually asking when I was gonna set aside the time to actually do a stream just about that. But I'm all
that'd be
over the damn
awesome.
place, so I need to think about a good time to do it. Because I mean, he covers it so well and explains it so much better than I ever could. So, but I mean, and some of you guys might know him, James. He's been on here a couple of times. Ow.
Yeah, I still don't know a lot of people. I'm just more meeting people now on here on this, outside of my local community. So this is pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah. In the last couple of days, not days, over the last like 2 weeks, my stream has kind of exploded with a lot of people. So it's been nice, getting to know other Patriots, and
Yeah.
I had
I saw
going on
Will
the
Johnson
road.
was on
I
there.
met 2 of them. Huh?
I saw you had Will Johnson on the other day.
Yes, I was so excited. And then I had 2 idiots arguing during it, and I was like, God. But Will was tired
That's funny.
anyway. He was like getting ready to get on an airplane or something. So,
Yeah.
and we may get Mike Magnificent on. Will said he will be back. And who else was it that Joker was gonna get? Man, I tell you what, Joker is very connected, and I really didn't buy it when he said that he was gonna have Will Johnson in there. I was like, okay, because Will and I had emailed back and forth back when oh shit, it was like when we were all still doing the whole Censor Wars thing, and I was trying to get him to come on the server, the Discord server, just to get him in the voice chat to be a part of the conversation, but not like for broadcasting or anything. And he had agreed to do that, but got busy, and I just never bugged him about it. But
Yeah.
shit.
You know that other guy
Which one?
the one guy that Will Johnson's always with, was his Frontline America or something like that.
Oh yeah. What is that guy's name? Yeah, he's got like he's super smiley. I don't freaking know.
Right.
He's got a smile on all the damn time.
He's like on that forever hit of acid.
Right? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen the guy not smiling.
I remember seeing him on a video. He was backing up some little conservative kid, man, and he was just hilarious, man. And that I've liked watching his videos ever since, man.
Yeah, no, I like them all. They're awesome.
Yeah.
When see, I wanna know what the inside story is of why Will left InfoWars too.
Yeah.
Because remember he had that whole fourth show.
Yeah.
What was it called? Something power. Firepower. Yeah, probably not with Will Johnson.
I think it
Oh
just
my
might be too the nature of the the whole thing. It might just be stressful, I mean,
Right.
like I think Dallas said it earlier. I mean, once you go to work there, everybody's gonna hate you. I mean, that's
True.
that's just like asking for hate.
Very true.
I still like
I do
watching.
have
I
a
still like
bunch of
watching
links for everybody. And I don't know if anybody grabbed the links from yesterday, but I did update my link list, and I've got oh shit, who came in and shared? I think Canoes came in and shared the D Live links, or somebody came in and shared the D Live links.
No,
And
all I
then,
was sharing was ammunition links.
oh yeah, that's right. You were sharing ammo links. Okay, so I've got a bunch of InfoWars links. I mean, obviously you got Dawn, and then who the hell? My brain is not working. I'm having a brain fart, guys. Anyway, so
I've got a link to share. I'm putting it in the chat. We shared it yesterday on the Sick Pat game show. It's gone viral over the last 6 days. It's hilarious. It's less than 2 minutes long. You guys need to watch it.
oh, did you see my mask video I played a bunch yesterday?
No, I missed that.
The woman that was walking her dog.
Well, this was an altercation that turned into an ass whipping at a gas station. You might have heard about it because it's like literally gone super viral. A dude gets smacked in the face with a can of Twisted Tea.
Shit.
A douchebag, total douchebag white boy was basically calling this black guy a nigger like 20 times while he was waiting in line at the gas station, and the black dude just beat the hell out of him.
He was doing it in that ignorant wigger kind of way too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you just want to see the guy get hit, Right.
Yeah, he looked like a total tweaker too. But the funny thing is, this video this happened like less than 5 miles away from me in the next town over.
Oh shit. That's funny.
They've made memes about it. They put it to music and done things with it. It's all over YouTube right now.
Oh, I just got one sent to me too that has Trump's head in place. Oh, it's Trump and Biden. I can't watch it while I'm on the stream though, because I'm doing it on the phone. Ow. Okay, cool. Thank you. Ow.
I'll be right back in a second.
Did you see the beginning of my stream yesterday?
No.
Oh my god.
At the end of it.
Oh my god. We had some Ben Shapiro worshiping Owen Benjamin loving retards in there. Oh my god. And it's so funny, like you can call them from a mile away. Like the only fucking things in their like insults in their vocabulary are boomer and nigger and Jew. And it's like, come on, guys, get better. But it was fucking comical. And then I got sick of it, and it was like, all right, well, it's becoming more distracting. But I let them all in for a little while. We kind of had fun with them for a little bit, and then we got a couple of more serious people, and I was just like, get these fucking idiots out of here. Yeah, but it was like before I even got on, because you know how I am, I'll start the live and then I won't be in it until like later. I get back and after making myself a drink, and I look, and the whole freaking thing is loaded up, and I'm like, great. I thought maybe because I had came from another stream that it was, people worth talking to. But no, I think I noticed when I stream to the Twitch, that's when I get like random people.
Yep.
But it was
you
cool.
get more random people on Twitch than YouTube by far.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Saying fuck off. Jesus.
Spoil suburban funk, yeah, man. Oh, holy shit, dude.
I am not a
There's lot
vampire.
of them there, too.
And I fucking love garlic, you dick.
Garlic is awesome, man. I eat that shit by the clove, man.
Yep, same here.
Dude.
Man, I love it.
Have you had the jalapenos stuffed with garlic? Oh my god.
Yes.
Or not jalapenos, olives. I'm sorry. Olives.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. Garlic stuffed olives, yes. That's I get the Mount Olive ones, the Mount Olive brand.
Yeah,
jalapeno sound good though. I'd do that, man. Jalapeno and garlic. I'd try that.
There's not very much that endears me to the state of California. Like, there's not much that I would be willing to go out there to see just because there's so much bullshit out there. But one of the few things I would actually like to go to, there's a town out there. It's called Gilroy, California, and they have an annual garlic festival.
Cool.
It's like in the Imperial Valley where there's a lot of agriculture, and it's like the garlic capital of America. And they have like food vendors that do crazy garlic confections and meals and shit. They sell garlic ice cream.
Oh, shit.
I don't know that I'd go that far, but I mean,
I've always wanted to do this thing for years since I heard about it, but unfortunately, something like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, there was a mass shooting at the festival. Some dude snuck in there with a rifle and blew away a bunch of people, and I guess they canceled the festival and they're not going to do it anymore.
Bummer.
Yeah.
No. Oh my god.
Actually, I gotta go pick up some more garlic, man. That's I think when I got sick last February, I went out to Vegas. When I got back, I'd gotten sick, and I think it's coronavirus or whatever they said, but I got sick for a couple weeks. And I keep telling anybody that thinks this is like the worst thing in the world to have. It wasn't like the worst thing in the world to have, but just eating the right stuff and just working out every day, like, totally got me through it. Garlic was a huge part of that. And all the other stuff I take, like the supplements, and I take turmeric, ginger, stuff like that. That needs some iodine. And garlic, though, just eating a lot of garlic and a lot of vitamin C, like eating oranges and stuff. I mean, I felt like I healed pretty good, and I just kept working out through it. It sucked every day. I mean, it felt like I was getting the shit beat out of me, but I don't know, I got through it all right.
Right.
And I don't understand what people are so scared of, man. It was just like having like a combination of like a pneumonia and flu minus the shits.
So it's funny that you say that. I was actually just looking through like some of the older Discord messages, And I think I honestly had like whatever this is, Corona,
Right.
twice. Like when I first got up to Colorado, and then like what was it, April or May? And I mean, my lungs were on fire. And AZ actually was the one that was like, go get yourself some vitamin C, get yourself some zinc. And I went and got my grapefruit tonic water. And it was like a week, but yeah, I felt like shit. It was like, yeah, the body aches and my chest hurt, like anybody's does when you have pneumonia. But yeah, I don't know.
You know, it's funny, you know, as soon as I quit taking like the NyQuils and stuff, like I totally like felt like even better. You know, like it took like a day, like it just feeling like shit. But once I got that stuff out of my system too,
that
it
stuff
definitely
leaves
just
you in
like
a fog.
I think it makes it
Like it
worse,
makes
man.
Huh?
I think it kind of makes it worse for a couple days because for some reason I just think it slows down whatever your body's trying to fight. It seems like.
Right.
Typhoid Mary.
Shut the fuck up. You hear Dick sing?
Oh man.
Sing likes to talk shit.
That's how I felt when I came back from Vegas, man. I was at the airport before I got sick, and I was at Las Vegas, the airport there. And man, there's like I don't know, like 70, 80 dudes, and they're all like, you know, you can tell they're from China, right? And you know, because I know the difference between Chinese and Japanese and all that, and the different phenotypes or whatever. But anyway, so I seen a group of them, and I looked right at my wife, and you know, and I'm like, I looked at her, and I said, "Watch, when we get home, I'll get sick." And sure as shit, man, after we got home, that's when I got sick. They all had their masks on and shit, you know what I mean? And that's what was like, that was, you know, man, you're seeing like, you know, 70, 80 dudes all looking like Jackie Chan with fucking masks on and shit, you know?
That's Vegas for you.
Yeah, man, it's like, oh man, now I know I'm getting sick, dude. You know, if they weren't, you know, carrying germs, you know, on there to begin with, you know, that mask, you know, brought it with them.
Yeah. I gotta
That's
figure
what's a
out.
germ catcher, man. That's why I hate seeing the mask because that's all they are.
Oh yeah. I gotta figure out how I can share this with you guys. I can try. To share it.
You know, and I wore one day I wore the mask into Madison. That was my chin nut. I don't know if you've seen that. I have the chin nut mask.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. I drove around in Madison wearing that. That was the only time I wore a mask. That was pretty funny.
The only time I've ever worn a mask. Now I've had to do it twice just because of oh well, no, 3 times because I wore it once into a church. But the other 2 times was because I didn't want to go to another liquor store. Damn it! And I gave them hell the whole time.
Well,
And I wouldn't typically give the employee hell. I typically would not do that, but they were total assholes, so they deserved it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I gotta figure out how I can share this video with you, but it's a woman, and she's walking her dog. Her dog takes a shit, right?
Oh, I seen it. And she uses the fucking mask to pick it up.
Yes!
The mask
And then puts the shit back on.
Oh, that's
yes. Oh my god, it was so disgusting, man.
Oh yeah,
and I mean, I couldn't tell from the video I saw, but you know, because the one I saw looked kind of far away, right? And it looked like she might have been kind of like an attractive lady too. So I was like, oh my God, this was walking around California, man. No way, I'll never date a girl from California now. Ain't happening. She might have shit on her face, man. Dog shit on top of it.
Yeah, it's so funny. People are always like, oh, like, you know how people talk about California like it's this wonderful fucking place, right? Well, I was born there. And I'm like, dude, half the time I'm like, oh, afraid to even admit I was born there. I'm like, God, you couldn't pay me to live there. Not for all the goddamn race in fucking China.
I mean, there's some cool parts there. I mean, I know like when I went out there when I was a kid, I went out to I was like 13 when I went out there. I was in went out there. I stayed at my aunt's house for 2 weeks. Like I went and did the Disneyland thing. I made out with some girl over on the island, you know, that the kids go on or whatever. I remember that. I met some blonde girl out there. It was an awesome time. But I hated LA. Even at that age, I thought LA sucked, and I was living in Houston.
Oh yeah,
man.
fuck that.
And Houston, was you know, I thought, man, Houston sucked, right? But I went to LA, and I'm like, man, this is even worse than Houston. And like, it made me like Houston. Put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I was born near. Well, I was born in Riverside Hospital, but that area isn't bad. So like, that's Southern California. I mean, you got like 29 Palms. So it's all like military over there in that area.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, my aunt was in the Apple Valley.
Okay, then that's it. Yeah. I don't know.
She brought me a skateboard.
I'm just not about it. I'm just not about it. But like, I grew up, you know, with my dad and my grandpa being, you know, in the clubs and everything. By clubs, I mean bikers. Not like clubbing. I said that the other day, and they're like, "Your dad likes to go clubbing?" No, wrong one. But yeah, so it was a little bit different for me, but still, it's just I don't know. I can't do the laws. I can't do the bullshit. And like, honestly, like the emissions and shit, it's outrageous. Like, their emission laws there are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I wouldn't live out there. I figured that out. Like, I think it was 85 when I was out there, and I was like, man, this is. I mean, I've seen some places out there though that are freaking beautiful. Like, I know up in Apple Valley, and then like if you go further north, some of the places I've seen out there. Like, I hope that state splits up. I hope it becomes like 3 separate states, and there ends up actually like being a good area to live. Because then I can see maybe like
Tahoe, Big Bear, all of that. That can stay.
Right.
Huh?
Because like, man, if I can find like a nice area out there, I wouldn't mind being on the West Coast. I just don't want to be on the West Coast with a bunch of fucking loony fucking libtards, man.
Yeah.
That's why I left Madison. I was living in Madison, and that used to be a beautiful city. I moved when I moved back there. I was born there originally. I ended up in Houston. I went back there when I was 17 in '89, and you could still walk from one side of that city to the other with $2. You would be drunk, you would get laid, and you would have a great time. You know what I mean? You like the worst. You might see some people getting into fights at parties because you're too drunk, but you wouldn't get mugged going from one party to the. You didn't have to worry about getting shot. You know, and after living in Houston in the mid '80s, going to a place like Madison was like, man, that was like therapy, man. You know what I mean? Just being able to let your PTSD just, die down a bit. You're not getting shot at or nothing like that. It's a cool place, man. Or was, now they're starting to call it Afghanistan because like in the early 90s, they started up with they've always been super liberal, but they just went like turbo in like 90, 91. And like now there's like shootings there every night.
I avoid cities, all cities.
Yeah. Well, I do nowadays. That's why I moved out to the country. I bought 5 acres and I'm surrounded by woods.
Awesome. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm about 12 miles, but is the bird flies from Cleveland, and
Yeah.
it's been about 4 years since I've actually been within the city limits of Cleveland. I won't go
Right.
in the downtown part anymore. Some of the outer suburbs, they're still okay, but yeah, downtown, I don't do it anymore.
Right. So
Hey,
I'm about
Canute,
3
are
hours
people
away.
still using? What is the Are people planning on going or what?
I don't think so. It's becoming there's financial issues people are having. I don't think there's going to be a mobilization. A
Mm.
If
few,
anybody
yeah,
rides past me and they need gas money, I can. If someone's got the freaking ride, I will pay the damn gas.
yeah, there's too much going on with people's lives right now,
Yeah.
and not enough money
But just
going
throwing that
around.
out there. Anybody
I
listening,
want
you
to
come my
freaking
way.
go.
Yeah, I would love to go,
Yeah,
but I can't.
yeah.
I'm dealing
Well,
with
you're
this.
in Ohio, so
Yeah.
I would have to
Well,
pick you up out there.
the offer still stands on my end. If anybody's, planning on going and they need a place to meet up and everything,
Yeah.
everybody can stop and convoy up at my place.
Awesome.
But I
Awesome.
can't make it
Awesome.
myself.
Yeah. I definitely want to try. So.
What did I say?
All right, folks.
Shit, I was ready to go the day after the fucking when I woke up the next morning, dude, and I saw what they were doing.
All right. Well, like I say, anybody finds a vehicle can head my way. I got gas money for my way on out.
Where are you at?
I'm in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like north. I know I'm kind of a little bit out of everybody's way.
Do you guys see the protests and shit that are happening right now?
Yeah,
Where at?
It was in Minnesota.
Today?
Yeah, earlier this evening, about 6
They're
o'clock.
still going on.
Cops were doing a felony traffic stop on a guy, and the guy pulled a gun and started shooting at the cops. So the cops shot and killed the guy. Of course, it was a black guy. Even though that he shot at the cops and started it all, the protesters are out saying, "Oh, they killed another black man." Yeah, it's
Oh
another.
Lord, my boy, he was a good boy. He was gonna go to college next week.
Yeah.
He was in the church choir.
Yeah.
I think PTN News on YouTube is live. They're covering it. They have been for hours.
Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah.
Those were violent bullets. Those were bullets of love.
It just ended, actually.
Okay. The weather was crappy, so I don't think they were, in it for the whole
Well,
night.
they were still going like 10 minutes ago before I came in here.
Burning and looting or what? Are they doing all that shit again?
They're out there. They got the person's name. They're out there saying that fuck Trump and fuck the pigs and blah 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 blah. They're saying bullshit that they can't fucking.
I tell you right now, if Trump, if God willing, and I still think Trump will do it, pull this off, man. But man, I hope once this gets passed, I hope he starts sending like troops in on this shit.
Well, watch
this
for
is like
things to start happening soon, because he cut short his visit down in Florida yesterday, and he returned to DC to start taking care of business. So, on that note, folks, I need to shut down here. It's 2:30 in the morning. I need to crash.
Gotcha. Well, there's several people who are live right now.
Yeah, I'm throwing Von Bear's D Live link in the chat.
Okay. Expedition Greg's live. Unite America First is live. And Eliminated Illusions. And fuck if I know what the hell that is. Hacking the Headlines, The Angry Prepper.
Dallas is at Natalie's live.
Is Natalie still live? Cool. That's where I'm going.
So y'all take care. We will be doing a stream later today, you know, a New Year's party thing.
Cool.
All right, cool, man.
So I'm sure Aaron will probably start up early, and then, you know, me, Wiz, or Pat will fire up, you know, probably about 9 o'clock our normal time, 9 or 10 Eastern.
Okay.
All right, well, thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, you both have a good night.
Yeah, you too,
Yeah,
dude.
have a good one.
Everybody else in the chat too.
Have a good one, guys. God
Yeah.
bless.
Good night, Kay. And good night, Dallas and Singularity and anybody else that's in the chat. Y'all take care and get ready for the party. Catch you later.